You crazy?
That's what?
What?
We were not talking about that at all. We were talking about Palestinian and why it's such a great country to visit.
Palestinian.
Yeah, it's right next to Pakistan.
Pakistanian?
Yeah.
That's you. That's how stupid you sound. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome back
To Totally Bear.
to
Bear Squad.
to Bandicoot's Gone Wild.
Is that what we're playing?
Look at her. She's going nuts.
I thought she was trying to rap here, but apparently that's what she's doing. She's doing that instead. Are you just gonna keep doing this? You're just gonna keep doing that little thing?
Look how she looks when she goes fast.
You like to rap? You like to rap,
Look
dog?
at this bullshit. I fucking love it.
Are you gonna actually play the game?
Yeah, I will.
We do need to do Dig It again, but I guess we're gonna go Cold Hard Crash.
No, I can do it.
Alright. Well, I hear that you can play the game.
I heard that you can dig it.
That's not what I heard.
Can you dig it?
Hey, Missy Morbid, glad to see that you're here. It's a pleasure having you around.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Not Welcome Back, Carter.
Welcome back.
Have you ever seen Welcome Back, Carter?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Welcome Back, Carter was a sitcom back in the late 70s, early 80s. And basically the whole entire song premise was Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And it was just an old school teacher just like teaching the mid-city area. So like it had a bunch of like troubled youth and whatnot. So it's kind of like that one movie with the Mexican math teacher who was like, you could do better. But you know, just a little bit more Italian.
What was that movie?
Stand By Me, I think. No.
No.
Something like that, though. It was something
Stand
like
By
that.
Me was the train one.
It was something like that, though. It was something like Stand By Me. Like stand on your own, or stand on your own 2 feet, or this is how you get a job. I don't know.
That's how you get a job.
Something like that. I mean, the Mexican guy was constantly like kind of like that, where he just kept doing that bit.
You know what was weird? Was that I never had met a Mexican guy that looked like that guy. I've never met a Mexican dude that looked like him.
To be fair, you looked a bit more like Mexican Asian, which I know is like kind of a weird way to say it.
But it is.
But it's just like a tan Asian, honestly.
like native Mexican, like Oaxacan.
I think it's because the way that he looked bald, like kind of like set that whole entire thing. Because you don't really see a lot
He
of bald.
didn't have a whole lot of facial hair either.
Yeah, that's
like kind of naked.
But
face.
that's what I mean. Is like you don't see a lot of Mexicans in general, or rather Latino people like that, where they don't have any like hair.
Yeah, they did. He looked like he had the inability to grow facial hair.
Yeah, that was the whole entire bit. That's pretty much what made it like different.
It threw me for a loop. I'll tell you that much.
Well, it's based off a person, and that's not like actually him. It's obviously the actor.
Right.
But
it was like based on his true story.
Yeah, and it was a good movie too.
True Hollywood story.
Yeah.
It was a documentary.
It kind of was a documentary,
but it wasn't. But it was.
I mean, obviously they did some dramatic things, like if you want to leave, you can leave now, essay. Like they did.
Did he say that?
He said essay, and he almost said it in that way, almost verbatim.
Oh my god.
Because like he was like trying to be like hip with the kids, but like not to the point where like he was out of his element. Because he did connect with those kids. That was kind of the big point of the whole entire movie, and why a lot of teachers like show it in class. Is that they were just like, oh yeah, you know, this is like a really inspiring like kid like teaching movie.
You know, this inspired me to be a teacher.
Well, you know what another good like teacher movie is Freedom Writers.
Yes,
it's really good. Made me cry.
Freedom Writers, Dead Poet Society.
Dead Poet Society I haven't watched, but I'm well aware of like that inspiring moment where he gets on the table and then they go, "Oh, Captain, my Captain," because it's varied so much.
Yeah, I think you would like it.
Oh, I'm not doubting that one bit. Like it's not like I haven't watched Dead Poet Society not for the fact that like I don't want to watch it. Just that's what happens with me in a lot of movies is that I'm not gonna actively go out to go watch it. That will not happen to me.
But if it's on. And if it's on, you'll like.
Oh yeah, if it's on, I'm really bored. I mean, really bored. Like I got nothing better to do, then I'll watch it.
If I don't have a JRPG, I need to be playing.
No, if I have a JRPG playing, then I will actually do it that way.
Oh, will it have something in the background?
Yeah, because like that's the way that I actually like doing a lot of JRPGs, especially handheld ones. So you finally got it.
Speaking of which, did you hear that Secret of Mana getting its
I'm
a
so
PS4 release?
happy about that.
I knew you would be.
Like, it's not just the fact that I want to play Secret of Mana. It's also the fact that it's really hard to like get into, like because it's like such a high barrier, just like moneys and whatnot. Unless you want to do what is it called? On the phone.
Oh yeah, there is a mobile port. Ain't
Yeah, there's a mobile port. Obviously, it's not as good because
it's a mobile port.
Yeah. But apparently it's at least good enough, like, for like graphic-wise and whatnot. But Secret of Mana is very interesting because it has three players on the Super Nintendo. Technically speaking, you can play with 3 players.
Oh, do you have to have like that weird like?
Yeah, the little thing to it, the little multi-tab. Sorry to hear about your Wi-Fi missing morbid. Rest in PPOs.
Rest in PPOs?
I was trying to say pepperoni and it took a wrong turn.
That was the wrongest turn I've ever heard. I don't think you can recover from that one.
You're right. We should probably just restart this thing, right?
Yeah, no, okay, guys, we're ending the stream because Tony's a fucking idiot. All right.
It's not my fault I was born this way. You know what Lady Gaga said. MacGyver did it.
Is that Mario? Oh my God! Is that Mario?
It's supposed to be Mario, yeah. Legitimately, it is supposed to be Mario.
Oh, I love him! He was great. He could have been the greatest.
You're not into PPOs, Misty Morbid? That's sad. It's a sad bit. You're really good for quality times. Yeah. We probably could have actually gotten that, but...
We already got the gem for this one.
No, we didn't. We didn't get the box gem. That's why it was still there like that. But what I'm saying here is probably a good idea, because getting the box gem is actually really much of a hassle, and you have to go back. You have to go backwards. And get stuff.
I don't like backtracking lost. That's not what I like at all.
It's not good.
See, look!
That's the other gem. It has 2 gems. You see the 2 gem part? You don't have the box gem. Oh, so Coco's here now.
Almost completed the new space station. Something's not right.
She's voiced by the same person who did Jimmy Neutron.
You said this before.
I did. I wanted to make sure that you knew.
I already knew. Because you told me. And I was like, what? And then you're like, whoa, 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 whoa.
That was us.
I thought that meme was dead because Behind the Meme did it.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
Nope.
As soon as things go to Behind the Meme, it all dies. That's the law.
You mean Know Your Meme?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I just got back from a trip from Texas.
Can you tell us all about your trip to Sonic Mania?
Because that really was what it was, wasn't it?
Honestly?
It was kind of just a trip to Sonic Mania. But I was visiting my best friend in the whole wide world.
Sonic the Hedgehog, yes, we already know. We established that.
Yes.
And your sidekick, Hannah.
Yes.
You want to talk about anything like that?
Yeah.
Like Wadabuga? How was Wadabuga?
It was loads of fun. Everyone said y'all, and it was really cute.
So like me?
Everyone naturally said y'all.
I naturally say y'all. I do. Don't give me any guff about that. That's one of my mannerisms. You know it.
Guff?
Yes. What's wrong with saying guff? Govna? I'm gonna start saying govna now.
That's my thing now.
I'm gonna be like kind of British, but like in the most awkward way. Like awful way.
Awkward?
Awkward way.
It's like awful and awkward. Yeah, that sounds like you. Alright, yeah, I'll accept it. Yeah.
Put in the hole and all that jazz.
But it was fun. I got to play Sonic Mania with my best friend Yana.
Did you complete it?
Yeah.
Because I know you beat it, but completing it?
Yes.
All trophies, all
it was on
medals.
Switch, so all medals, all gold. Yes.
Wowie zowie.
It wasn't that hard.
Yes, it was.
It took time, but it was not that
good job.
Hard.
Good job right there. Maybe you're just better.
Whoa! Oh!
Yeah, I've done that numerous times. If you jump up, it'll hit you faster. Why are you doing? What are you
just fucking
anyway?
Fucking.
So. That's all you really did.
Let me see. There was also I had a lot of breakfast. This is the Dark Souls of gaming.
Who would have guessed that Crash Bandicoot would be the Dark Souls of platforms?
No, but in all honesty, Texas was loads of fun. It was weird.
Even Whataburger?
I did have Whataburger.
Okay. It was weird what?
It was just kind of weird being out of state for the first time in a real long time. Because I've been over in our neck of the woods.
Joanne's here.
Hey, Joanne!
Hooray!
But yeah, no, it was loads of fun. Sonic Mania was a great time. Breakfast tacos are great. Tex-Mex was awesome.
Tex-Mex doesn't sound like it's awesome. By the simple fact that it's called Tex-Mex.
It is surprisingly good. It's made by Tejanos.
I mean, say that in a language I can understand.
Okay, if you claim to be Mexican, what's your dealy dow? How do you not know about the fact about Tejanos?
I don't really eat Mexican food. I mean, have we not established that part of my thing? Oh my god,
it's not.
I don't really do any of that kind of stuff. I'm not really ingrained in my culture.
That stuff.
I'm not ingrained to my nationality culture or whatever it is. Ethnic culture, I guess. I mean,
what you mean to tell me is that you're white.
No, not even that. Like, I don't even really. I know it sounds weird and I sound whitish to say it, but I don't really think of my race. I don't think of anything like that.
I don't see color.
Oh no, I see color. I see color. Like a Dickens, man. Whenever someone, don't ever say that, everybody. That.
Yeah, it's the stupidest.
Don't ever say I don't see color. Cause
I thought you were trying to tell people don't say it like the Dickens, because then you sound like an idiot.
No, Dickens is awesome.
Well, I mean, if that's if you like classic literature, but anyway, that's not what we're talking about.
I don't like classic literature. I just like saying Dickens.
That is fair. Anyway, yeah, no, don't say I don't see color, because that will make you.
That's almost inherently a racist saying.
Right.
It's almost inherently a racist saying. As we're not saying like if you said it before, like you're racist. That's not what we're saying. Just saying you sound more racist when you say it. There's a difference between the two. It's like saying I'm not a racist, but I don't like Klondike bars. I don't like Klondike bars. Not a big fan.
Yeah, no. The timing on the crawl. I swear. Wait, can I? Okay, so I can, but it does like this weird little stop.
You can do that and jump too, but unfortunately you're in that awkward moment with this.
I'm trying to get the timing right with this stupid...
Well, that thing only goes when you're under it, so you just gotta remember that. That has nothing else to do with it.
Oh, at least I had that Aku man.
This one's a lot easier because you could just pretty much slide as soon as you're under that. Of course, you have to get that timing right.
This is Dark Souls.
Joanne's saying that you should stop dying.
You know what? That's a very good idea. I think I'm gonna start doing that. After I die, I'll look up one more time.
But only cause.
See? That was the next time.
Right. Oh, I thought we were gonna get a game over already. So it's just one more life. You just cannot get not hit by those.
It's a speedrun technique.
Just using invincibility frames to just lose your Ooga Booga. He slows you down.
Did you ever call fucking?
That was hit detection, by the way. That was legitimately. You did not listen to Joanne.
You know what? I did it, and that was my mistake.
Maybe you should talk more about your trip then.
Yeah. No, but in all honesty, I think Austin, Texas was probably one of the coolest things.
Well, to be fair, it's Austin, Texas, and not Texas, Texas. And by Texas, Texas is almost the boonies.
If I was going to be in, like, Dallas-Fort Worth or, like, Houston, San Antonio...
Dallas would probably be fine. So would Houston, actually. It's all the other cities, essentially.
No, I'm talking about, like, me being, like, a trans girl of color. I mean, that whole dilly-dal, that would be a problem.
Well, for that kind of thing, I think Dallas is actually fine.
I've heard otherwise. I've heard many otherwise.
I mean, for the most part, in comparison to the rest of Texas.
Rest of Texas?
Like, I would probably put where you're at. Was Houston is where you're at? Or what?
Austin.
Austin, so put there.
Austin's, like, super liberal.
Austin, and then it would be, like, Dallas after the fact. Mainly because Dallas is, like, the capital, yeah?
Austin is the capital.
Oh, then
Dallas is just where
Dallas
everybody goes.
Famous and yeah,
It's
that's
just
what I mean.
it's the Los Angeles of Texas.
That's why I would say it's
But
probably like
Austin-
the second safest place.
Yeah, but except for the fact that Austin literally feels like LA. It's kind of weird. Because while I was in
And it has In and Out.
yes, it does.
That's a weird thing.
Actual factual, it has In and Out.
But to be fair, In and Out's slowly been moving to the East Coast. Slowly been
It's like
moving
how
there,
they're saying that Whataburger's coming to the West.
which is kind of weird because it's in Texas mostly.
It is a like Texas staple.
I do want to go to Whataburger
It's pretty
because
good.
it sounds good.
It's actually like really good. When I had it, I actually cried. It was that good.
I feel like you're exaggerating things too much.
Not. You can ask Niana about this. I was in tears when I had it.
Probably because you haven't eaten any food.
I was also
You
on a
starved
plane.
yourself, right?
Yeah. I was also on a plane
For a day.
for an entire 24 hours, 24-hour live stream on a plane.
That was it? Nothing else? Just kill yourself. Yeah, sure.
No, see,
Okay.
that's called MLG stress.
And this is called You Die. Oh, you got close.
See, I know how to do.
By the way, in this version, you can see that very easily. In the normal old school version, no.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You
How
could not see
couldn't?
it. Don't kill Silver's box friends.
I mean,
we kind of have to.
unfortunately,
They had it coming. These aren't
Part of the
these aren't the
gameplay.
same boxes that Silver has. They're mean. They call people names. That's the law.
Yeah. If you call people names, then you're no friends of mine.
Yeah.
No friends of mine.
Oh. Weren't able to save it. You do have extra life though, so
Yeah, I should have warranted it.
I'm kind of surprised. Oh wait, no, I forgot that you actually got a game over, so you have more. Just go close to it and then leave. Go close to it. Did I say jump on it? No, I didn't. Get close to it.
Get good.
So Whataburger is good. Oh my god.
Whataburger's really good.
That's what Missy Morbid's is backing you up on this claim.
Mm-hmm.
What does it have exactly? Like chili or something, or
No,
what?
it's just burgers. Just really good burgers. Really
So
good
it's kind of
burgers.
like in now.
It's the in and out of Texas.
So
Like
it
how
has
this is
so
a
it
Dark
has
Souls
so it
game.
has Texas shaped hamburgers.
Do we have California shaped hamburgers?
You know the law. Texas has to have everything Texas shaped.
Well, I mean, you're right. I did not come across any Texas shaped food, unfortunately.
That's kind of sad considering that pretty much that's all I really see of Texas. Is Texas shaped things of Texas.
I know.
Just to
but
kind of establish like this is Texas. By the way.
when I got off the plane, I was wearing a giant cowboy hat. And the first thing I said was, "Howdy, y'all." That's the first thing I said. Getting off the
Are you a Japanese person visiting America?
That was really what it felt like.
Like, were you America boo? Like, right
Oh
then
my
and there?
god.
Because, like, that's exactly what it sounds like.
Okay, for those of y'all who aren't aware, Japanese tourists are probably some of the cutest things on the planet. Like, just the concept of Japanese tourism is adorable because they go anywhere and they are, like, super dressed up for the occasion. They're just... like, Japanese tourists are adorable. They're so cute. I love them. They're adorable people. Like for example, they'll go to California and they'll have like an In-N-Out shirt with like sunglasses on.
That's not the one I was talking about.
Oh, are you
I was talking about the general Japanese people, or rather Asian people in general, I suppose, that just go...
It's mostly Japanese who are very enthusiastic about their traveling.
well, I'm talking about mainly these people that wear the cowboy hats and think everybody in America wears cowboy hats, says y'all, and has a gun at all times. Which we do, but I'm just saying, you shouldn't just make the assumption. Yeah, we just go to the mall, have our gun just in case. For safety reasons, honestly.
I still don't understand why people will go to the mall. Like people who actively like take their guns places. Also, by the way, in California, people don't carry their guns around, but in Texas, you can. You actually
That's the
can.
scariest thing, right? That is super scary.
I saw it once while I was in Austin, and it was like terrifying.
I would be frightened.
I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm too dark for this.
Because I don't feel safe at all when someone has a gun. I was like an open carry thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was just like, damn, I am way too dark for this, and they're way too light for this. I am scared. And the thing is, you think I'm joking, but when you are a person of color and you're like visibly queer,
I would say it's especially black, mostly. Because that's kind of just ingrained, essentially, both in our culture and in black culture.
Yeah,
like both sides.
I mean, I am part black, so don't forget that. That is the thing.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that you're not black.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
see what you
saying,
mean, as well as.
Yeah,
most definitely. You get scared. And the thing is, it's not even something that is inherently like, oh, I'm actively scared because I'm hateful. No, you're scared because like you've seen this shit online. You've seen this shit on the news.
And pretty much your parents would always talk to you about it and such like that, right? Or relatives or whatnot.
Yeah. Watch out.
Because like they already experienced before, and they're just kind of like telling you, like, hey, just in case.
When I was a kid, like,
you had to talk.
They had the talk about police.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That
was the one that scared me.
That's the talk.
I was just like, damn.
It sounds weird, right? Like you wouldn't think this is the kind of thing that happens, but when you're a black kid in America, you kind of have to have that talk. Like, I've never had that talk personally because like I've always been in California and I'm not black. But I know Plattie here has, considering that you just said this information, and you were actually born around the East Coast?
I was born like the east of East Coast. I was born in Virginia.
So, yeah.
Where all that stupid shit's going on.
I don't think...
Charlottesville is in Virginia.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm West Virginia.
Yeah, no. But, yeah, no, I had to have that talk when I was a kid.
And that's something that legitimately happened?
It scared the crap out of me, because I was like, I don't know if I can trust any police officer for the rest of my life.
And honestly, you still kind of can't. Like,
I have no idea who to trust when it comes to badges.
Like, to be fair, too, though, Chinese people do not trust the police either.
Well,
that's ingrained in their culture.
That is interesting, isn't it?
But the thing is
because to them, they see them not as like good people. It's just like just people doing their job.
Well, it's more so the fact that they just don't like call them or anything like that. They had to settle themselves.
That is interesting. That is interesting.
Again, I'm not Chinese, so I don't know the full picture of it.
Like, did you spend a lot of time with Chinese people?
No, I just know of it. Oh. I just know of that thing. By the way, you missed a whole bunch because you didn't do the death route, and the death route has one. It's like a bonus stage.
What is them folks saying?
Well, Missy Morbid is just saying they have a gun because the dad says, to be safe and whatnot.
Dad says I have to have a gun. Takes it to school.
I mean, it's just the way that it's said there, Missy Morbid. I'll show you this full thing. I'm not gonna say it all. Don't say it all.
Let me see.
That's it. The other one was here. I was going to mention this, but we were just gone on a ramble.
Whataburger does make me nut. Yeah.
No, the Sonic Forces videos. Have you seen them? Have you been looking at them?
I'm excited.
Because of what Joanna asked.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You mean we're both excited?
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
I told you this before, and I will say this as an ultimatum statement. Sonic 3D games are better than Sonic 2D games.
Damn.
Yeah, I said it right there.
And you also grew up with 3D game Sonic.
I wouldn't say that. The first Sonic game was actually Sonic Advance. Was it? Okay, never mind. That's a lie. It was Sonic 3D. It was Sonic Sonic 3D Blast first, and then it was Sonic.
You're counting 3D Blast. That's cute.
I mean, I beat it, so it's
yeah.
So what can I tell you? I didn't beat it when I was a kid. I just played it on a computer.
It's just kind of funny that you're counting 3D Blast as a 3D Sonic.
Technically speaking, it is. But just watching. You was just watching. You killed him for no reason.
I guess he was just kind of like spectating.
Anyway, my first Sonic game was Sonic Adventure, and that back then it blew everyone's mind. Back then it really did.
It garnered so much praise. When it first came out,
and then everyone like craps on it now. I thought everyone was just like inconsistent thought that Sonic Adventure was at least good, but now I'm hearing people go like it's not. I'm like, what? No, it's still good, and it is still good.
I mean, the thing is, you have to like that kind of gameplay. That's the thing. If you don't, then you're not gonna like.
Well, the thing that I've always got confused about is people always talk about Sonic Knuckles levels as like bad. I'm just like they've never
if
been
anything,
bad.
They're
different.
They incorporate more of like the sensation of adventure,
which is nice. It's a nice little bit. Yeah. Like if anything, I get why people hate Vic the Cat. But that's kind of just like, oh, it's an area that I don't like.
Yeah.
In comparison to just like flat out being bad, and Amy's stages are also kind of like fast paced in a different way. So that's why I've always been a particular fan of like pretty much the majority of the game. I've actually never really liked E102 Gamma's thing, mainly because it just felt boring to me.
Is that the reason why you don't like Tails and Eggman stages in Adventure 2?
I do not like them, but I feel like if they did E102 Gamma's like way of stages, it would have been far better.
Well, the thing is, they're exactly the same.
They are not exactly the same.
The only difference is that one of them requires a time limit type of thing.
That's kind of the whole entire point of why they're not different. Why they're not the same.
I guess I can see your point.
Because like one requires a certain amount of stress, and you have to like always like kill the enemies. The other one's just kind of like, oh, I'm traveling from point A to point B, and that is it.
And it's points.
That's it.
Yeah, it's like heightening your score. I don't know. I guess I've always had a soft spot for the adventure games. I love how we can go from like watch out for cops when you're black to Sonic games.
I mean, E102 Gamma is kind of the same thing, so it's fine.
He has a gun.
Because he hangs over a black person.
Knuckles.
No, Shadow!
Gamma doesn't hang out with Shadow. They never even met.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of Omega. Sorry, I know that's kind of racist of me.
Wow.
But to be fair, they kind of look the same. They're built the same. I'm just saying.
I can't believe.
Personally, I don't see color in bots. I'm just saying.
Did you just call him a bot?
Well, I ain't beat booping now, am I?
Oh! I'm booping! God damn. I'm getting a whole new side of Lost that I didn't even know.
Joanne, I'm glad you like Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Good stuff, good stuff. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, I will defend, because as much as I do like Pro Jared's review of it, I felt like he didn't do it quite as well. Because pretty much his whole entire statement was 1/3 of the game is only good, therefore everything else is bad. Like, it's just a bad game, essentially.
Not only Pro Jared said it, but Some Call Me Johnny said the same exact thing, too.
Yeah, but Some Call Me Johnny is a little bit better when it comes to the whole entire, like, how he talks about things and whatnot.
You can rewind that shit. I actually didn't touch it.
You did.
What?
I saw. My bigger point being here is that Pro Jared kind of gets on his high horse about it. Well, Some Call Me Johnny just kind of looks at things in his own perspective. But to be fair, Pro Jared does a really good analysis of Sonic Adventure 2. I do think he has like one of the best analysis of it. I just don't agree with his overall conclusion. Because that's where he kind of lost me. He's just kind of going like, well, Sonic Adventure 2 is actually a bad game. People just look on it fondly. Like, that's not just the case. It's because of how replayable it is. That's what makes it so good. Just like crawling. A little.
Just a little bit. Just like gently crawl.
Okay.
Where no one's ever crawled before.
But suffice to say, I would ask you people, if you haven't seen these reviews of Pro Jared or Some Call Me Johnny, I suggest watching them. Like, Some Call Me Johnny in general is really good informatively.
He's like one of my favorite reviewers. I look forward to every single review that he ever puts
most
out.
definitely. Sonic Mania was astounding for his little thing.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts is amazing. I'm so glad.
Metroid retrospective is probably one of my favorite ones.
I don't think
he goes so in depth.
I don't think I've really watched it, or I don't remember it. One of the two. I just remember binge watching a lot of his episodes. What about Sonic Heroes? What about Sonic Heroes?
I liked it, but I think it was also because I was in the mindset of
It's way too hammy.
Well, that's the thing. I liked it because it was hammy. I thought it was like super cheesy, and it felt like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Like cheese?
What?
Cheryl! Cream's in it! God dang it! How do you not know that? Today on Transmission, we talk about race issues on Sonic the Hedgehog.
That sounds like an up and down transmission.
Well, isn't that what Sonic the Hedgehog is all about?
Remember, kids, always trust your police officers, unless you're a person of color. Otherwise, you're all good.
Right? Pretty sure that's how it went down.
Well, that's what I remember.
That sounds like a Sonic says.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh god, it's like... But more importantly, you guys are someone you trust, like a parent, teacher, or police officer, unless you're a person of color.
Came out way too strong. I think Sonic was a little too heavy-handed that time.
Was that a little bit too accurate? Was that a little bit too real?
I think it might have been for Sonic.
Man. No, I'm kidding, kids. If you feel safe talking to a police officer, feel free to.
Yeah, in all honesty, a lot of police officers are really good people.
I've like a lot of them will like or like that was great. A lot of police officers that I know of are really upset at like the shitty police officers.
Oh, most definitely. Like, legitimately, a lot of it is just corruption within the actual
within
department.
The police. Yeah, because that does happen.
Oh, most definitely, quite often. And there's actually been FBI reports of the KKK, white supremacists, and nationalists actually infiltrating those kind of places.
Well, I mean, they already infiltrated the White House. I mean, it only makes sense they did infiltrate.
I would not say they infiltrated the White House. I would say Russia would have done it. If anything, and even then, I have my doubts. Like, in all honesty, I have my doubts.
In any case, I would much rather not get super political. But anyway,
I'm not just saying that particular situation, because people are always talking about Russia getting involved, and kind of like, yes, but not exactly. At least not the way that people tend to think. But
I
yes,
have great relations with Russia and with China. Okay.
Okay. Do you like it? Do you like my Cheeto McFuckface voice? That's my voice.
No,
that's my favorite.
Don't never do 45 again. We can't do 45.
What?
That's president number 45. I refuse to call him by any other name.
I refuse to call him president.
That's fair. That's also fair. But technically speaking,
I like to go with what LeBron said. So cold.
yeah, that's fair. That is a fair thing to say. Because there's been a lot of talk, people, and I know it's getting more political, but this is kind of...
Let's not get too political. Gets even more political.
This is kind of interesting. There's actually been talk of Trump getting impeached within like a few weeks or like a few months because of his stance on what happened in Charlottesville.
Yeah, I heard about that.
No, not just that, but on top of the fact that he's burning bridges constantly with his administration, with the Republicans, with Congress in general, and they're going to go like, oh, he's mentally unfit to like actually do anything. You're so very close and so very far away.
I was almost over up with that. Damn! Fourth Chaos Emerald!
But that's just kind of like an interesting little bit that's happening right now, is that we might have that going on. Aside from that, we're talking about Sonic Adventure, and how Sonic Adventure 2 is great.
Let's talk about technicolor anthropomorphic mammals, shall we?
Well, I was trying to. We just suddenly got into political conversation.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Oh, we could rewind it and figure that out later.
Yeah. Oh, here's where we lost all of our viewership.
It's fine. It's fine. As long as you keep getting game overs, nothing of value is lost.
That is true.
Unlock a new path by earning the green gem elsewhere.
But yeah, Texas.
I was talking about Sonic Adventure 2 and how Pro Jared was a little bit uppity about how, like, this is why the game's bad. I figured it out, guys. That was the part I was talking about.
I think for me, I always will look fondly on all of the gameplay for Adventure 2, and that's just me. I'm also the kind of like the Sonic optimist. Like that's my YouTuber gimmick.
Okay.
I'm the Sonic optimist. Platinumspeed, the Sonic optimist.
Trademark. Terrible trademark. Terrible name branding.
Name branding.
Yeah.
Trademark.
Trademark.
What?
Trademark.
Oh, we're not doing that.
Bark.
We're not doing it. What did I tell you?
Anyway. What I'm trying to say here is that Pro Jared, his conclusion in general is just kind of like, because 2/3 of the game can't really be enjoyed, like, it's not good. But he kind of also went to the fact that it's a very replayable game, in the fact that you would constantly replay Sonic's levels and Shadow's levels and whatnot.
And Chow Garden.
And Chow Garden. And that's kind of like where I'm like, then it is a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, might have been making the condition that it's not a great game or something like that. I'm not exactly sure correctly, but just to me, that seems to be more of a case of like it's teaching you how to play all the good parts that you want in comparison to just replaying it and just enjoying all the bad parts along with it.
Well, I mean, the whole idea behind the different gameplay was that Sega was trying to make something for everyone. They weren't trying to make something that everyone's going to inherently enjoy.
Which, to be fair, no one liked the shooting levels. Like, that's consistent thought throughout.
I was indifferent, I feel.
That's what I mean.
I was just like...
No one liked them!
Like, I didn't say, oh, I look forward to the next time I get to play as Tails and Eggman. I was just like,
especially so because
this
Tails...
is a thing I have to do now.
Because Tails could have been, like, so much better in terms of, like, a character.
If he played like he did in Adventure, I would be a happy camper. But
it would have been nice, or, like, some sort of, like, tornado, like, levels along with
maybe
that.
Something a little bit more, like...
Just not, like, have it to be, like, where Eggman and Tails had to be counterparts, because that was never properly a thing.
I feel like if they didn't have to have that counterpart system, it was just like... I don't know. Like, I don't know. I really... I can't think of anything else that will work, really. That's the thing.
Well, Eggman's fine being the way that he was. They just need to change it to E102 Gamma's playstyle.
With the time limit?
Yeah, that would have been nice because it gives more variety to, hey, you gotta speed through this.
And this is the reason why you have to...
Yeah, that would have been a nice little thing for it to go by. Tails didn't necessarily need that. He just needed more variety with his own levels. Like, he could have been part Sonic, part Knuckles, part his own self.
Right, having a little bit more exploration because of his flight.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's... You know what would have been cool if he, like, had, like, little things involving his gadgets.
That's what I mean.
That would have been cool.
Because that could have been his, like, his Knuckles slash hybrid Tails level. Because he kind of has that in Tails Adventure on the Game Gear.
I do love Tails Adventure. It is like one of the best Game Gear games. I will say that.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah.
The other Game Gear games in which I know are good.
Triple Trouble.
Triple Trouble and Shining Force Booyah.
And I guess Mean Bean Machine if you want a portable Puyo Puyo that isn't Puyo Tetris.
I mean, that isn't, Puyo Tetris.
I really like Puyo Tetris!
Are we really fooling each other? I mean, come on.
I really like Puyo Tetris.
The way you say it is kind of like...
I fucking love Puyo Tetris,
That's not what I'm arguing about. I'm just saying that you got all fancy about it. Like
everyone
goes into this going like, I wish I could have Puyo Tetris on the go on my Game Gear.
There's a hole there.
The way you're saying it.
Oh my god.
You're killing Missy Morbid, by the way.
Huh?
You're killing Missy Morbid, by the way. She's losing years off her life just watching you. And Joanna's just telling you to stop dying, which is solid advice, but not exactly helpful.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing Dark Souls, you have to really be understanding of how the gameplay works.
Yeah, it's mainly about backtracking constantly.
And dying.
Yeah.
And if I traverse a little bit further up, I'll be able to regain all my lost souls. I'm really staying on this joke.
As far as I'm concerned, though, that's one thing I never really got why people were trying to sell me on Dark Souls. Because they're like, yeah, if you die, you just have to travel back and you can get your stuff. I'm like,
how does that
sounds like backtracking to me, and that sounds like awful backtracking.
That sounds like not fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how would you sell that game to me? That sounds awful. Just awful. And you do know you don't have to go the Green Gem route, right?
Yeah, but I want Green Gem route.
That's fair.
The more shit I get to collect without having to really try.
Like get stuff, yeah, that's fair.
Cause that's how I always played Crash. Oh.
Yeah, you're good. You can go through.
Actually.
So, have you watched Voltron, the animated series yet?
God damn it. You know what? That is the one thing that... Wait. The animated series? Is that what they're calling it?
That is what it's called.
Oh.
That's what it's called on Netflix, because the regular Voltron is just called Voltron. What, you have a problem with that?
No, it's just interesting.
No, okay.
They're both animated series. So it's just kind of redundant. It's like calling Sonic the Hedgehog the video game.
Well, I mean, there is those 6.
I hate you.
To be fair.
I guess.
And by the way, I just want to tell y'all right now, both me and Plattie are huge fans of Sonic 06 in the most unironic way.
I love playing Sonic 06, and it's the thing is, it's not even for like, oh, it's the glitches, oh, lol. It's just like, I can have so much fun with this.
Me is for exactly the glitches. Like, I love it for the glitches entirely.
I also
But
really
that's
like,
just kind of like an unironic, like, this game is so broken, I love it because it's broken. Like,
I can respect
that's the way it works. It's just kind of like how it's like a sandwich that doesn't work, but someone put it together still, you know?
And gosh darn it, did they try.
They tried hard.
They tried so hard with
And
it,
it's so
given
lovely.
what they had. It's like they didn't have a whole lot of ingredients in the refrigerator.
No.
They
But you know what?
They had to make it in like 5 minutes.
They made that mayonnaise mustard sandwich with cheese work. They made it work somehow. Has no meat to it.
That's exactly it!
And only has one slice of bread.
That's exactly it! It has no meat to it!
It's great. It's
It only
fantastic.
has one slice of bread.
You have to get that, by the way. You did it.
I am surprised I actually did it.
I still think that you missed some things, though.
I probably did.
Oh well.
At least I got a gem. That's what's important.
Yeah. You tried.
Just like the people who made Sonic 06.
Honestly, like, that's partly the reason why I like Sonic 06 so much.
It's endearing.
It's
like,
because you could
aw.
tell the team was working hard to make a game with the deadline that they were doing.
And it's so sad because it wasn't Sonic Team's fault. It was genuinely Sega's fault.
Yeah. Wow, you missed a lot.
Well,
like a lot.
The green gem route really takes a lot out of you. Literally.
I'm surprised how much you missed.
How much it makes you miss.
Wow.
It's like you have to play it twice.
You love it because Silver is adorable and Elise is kind of hot. Whoa!
I mean,
She
if-
kind of is, like, literally. She has a sun in her eye. That's what I was getting at. The sun. The sun's hot.
That's the joke.
Yes! God! Do I have to explain it further? So the sun is about...
The pacemaker test.
Yeah. I don't know how to say that name proper. So I'm gonna
Brenna
say-
Okazaki.
Say it again?
Brenna Okazaki, hello!
Okay. Just got home from classes and I'm running on no sleep, so hi. Hey.
It's okay, I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep. I could not sleep at all last night.
Why?
I have no idea.
Were you just like, that excited to play Crash 2? Just say yes!
Yes.
There we go.
No, I don't know what it was, but there was like, I was having so much trouble. Mario! Mario!
Luigi, look! It's Crash Bandicoot!
It's a bandicoot. Dear pesky plumbers.
Oh my, now that's comedy! I should start saying that more.
You really need to.
I should make that my catchphrase. Just steal, steal from
Slappy's
Animaniacs.
Slappy's not using it right now.
Yeah, she ain't using it. Which is kind of sad they never really brought Animaniacs back. Considering they're bringing back a lot of things.
I feel like Animaniacs is a product of its time, but it could work again.
Almost
Oh,
definitely.
oh.
Yeah, you turn invisible. That's something. There's like a glitch there that happens. It's a glitch.
It's amazing.
It's a general glitch.
And it happens just at this stage?
I'm not saying just this stage, but as far as I can tell, yes. It's weird, right? I think Coco does a lot of glitches on her own because they just kind of made her as like a secondary thing. I honestly think that's the case.
How are you supposed to do that? Mm-hmm. So if you get hit by a bee, you turn invisible.
Oh, toast is toast, toast.
You know what they say.
Oh my goodness.
I feel so honored that I got to meet friggin' the guy who voiced that entire game.
Really now?
Mark Grau, yeah, I did a voice acting workshop with him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was super rad. It cost $300, but it was super rad.
Didn't your parents pay for that?
They sure did, and I was super grateful for the fact that it even happened.
Your parents are pretty nice with your whole entire like voice acting career.
They
Whatnot.
really want to see it happen because they see what I can do.
It's you
Son
spin.
of a bitch!
Spin. It's called spinning. It's a neat trick.
Like turning it off.
No, just play it. Keep going. We're gonna beat this today.
I was talking about turning it off. Like a
light switch. It
Yes.
goes click. It's a nifty little Mormon trick.
Thank you. God. Why do you have to be stupid?
Well, sometimes I forget that we sing and dance a lot.
That is true.
You're not singing it right now, but we're doing a full dance number.
Do you want to explain to the viewers at home your love of musicals? Your love of theater and musicals? Because I don't think you people really know how much Lost actually is a fan of, like...
Dancing and singing?
Dancing, singing, and acting. Because she really is.
I think if anything...
It was just ruined by one person, really.
Oh my god!
I
forgot about that. How we had, oh dear lord, we can't really say his name mainly because it does a lot of things. I don't mind bashing the person, but
we will call him Stuck Thievens. Stuck Thievens.
Roger Staubach. Yes, I agree. So Roger Staubach here. Not only ruined my dream of theater, but also Plattie's dream of theater. And not to say that we both didn't get it back, it's just more so the fact... Spin! It's spinning! It's a neat trick!
Oh my god, can I destroy the beehive?
No, you can't. Only the bees, and only one at a time.
Ah, that's a lot of bees!
Anyway. So I used to be, like, into plays and, like, actually go do them and whatnot. It's sliding. It's a neat trick. Oh, hold on, we got another person here. The Z's X. Yeah.
We are all lesbians here. Yes. Well, I'm pansexual, but I like girls a lot. Lost over here is a lesbian.
Heck yeah.
Because girls are great.
Heck yeah.
It's true though. Girls are the best. Girls rule, boys rule. But if you're a boy, you're cool. You can be cool.
I don't know.
As a person.
Maybe like Jish, as far as I've seen.
No. He's straight though.
Damn
straightos. He's damn heteros. He's
no straightos. You gotta say it that way. It sounds more derogatory.
Down with sis.
Down with sis. I forgot to add that to the tags.
Okay, for those of you who are too young to know, there was this Tumblr post a while back of somebody saying that like they trans people are out of control. I had a bus full of trans people all wearing Down with Cis shirts. And I felt so attacked, and I was just like, that is the most ridiculous claim I've ever heard. But goddamn, do I want a shirt that says Down with Cis?
It sounds great, right?
That's like the most ironic.
Like anyone that gets mad with the Down with Cis thing, I'm just like, you really don't understand what's going on, do you?
Yeah. It's all ironic. It's entirely ironic. Oh my god, it's just really funny.
Anywho, we're talking about theater and whatnot.
Okay.
So I used to love like doing theater. I actually did this play back when I was in university over in Hawaii. That was a fun little bit. What did we do? Shoot, I can't even remember.
Catcher the Rye?
No, it was not Catcher the Rye. It was Godot and something else. I didn't do Godot. I did the other play.
I was gonna say, you did Godot? You didn't tell me?
No, I didn't do Godot, but Godot was done. Along with the other play that I was doing. The other play was just like British absurd humor and whatnot, and I was the fireman, and I had like a really long speech that I don't remember anymore at all.
Well, to be fair, when you have a role like from a long time ago, you're not gonna remember all of your lines.
I honestly don't remember the majority of that play, to tell the truth.
That's normal too. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so
I barely remember Madagascar.
On those boxes, right?
Huh?
Those boxes right there.
You can't destroy them.
Yes, go on them. What did I just tell you?
Okay.
Do it for the vine.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, god damn it, Naughty Dog! You would have really like. What were those?
They're moles. You just got to see them like that.
Really? No.
By the way, you could kill yourself in this route as after you get the purple gem, and you can keep going with this.
Okay.
That was weird. Whoa! That's a new animation that I have not seen.
That's really cute. It was really cute.
Oh, we have a show. You have a show tonight? What was her name again?
Brenna Okazaki.
Brenna. Okay, I can't pronounce Brenna for some reason. I don't know why that happened.
You can say Okazaki.
Oh, Okazaki's fine. It's the Brenna part. Like, believe it or not, that's truly
I
what it
don't
is.
doubt it because you're a fucking weeb and you know how to pronounce Japanese names very easily.
Honestly, I don't.
You
Okazaki just rolls off the tongue. That's just a fact.
fucking Mario.
Why are you having such trouble with this when it just requires spinning?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to beat a plumber?
Yes. You just invite them to your house saying, like, I need a pipe fix, and they fall for it every time. When you say C, people think you know the full language.
Wait, what?
You know what? Spanish has C, right?
Yeah.
So if you say C, like, you answer C to, like, a Spanish person, they'll think you know the whole language. That is something that legitimately they will know.
Oh no! More so the thing is,
was saying that.
oh,
So this is
more
why I just,
so
like,
the thing is like if you say like, muy poquito, and they'll start like speaking like crazy. Fucking.
Game over.
His model looks really damn good.
Yeah, really good stuff.
Yeah. What was I saying though?
As I was saying with my theater
But
stuff. and
yeah,
whatnot.
yeah. Talk more about your theater thing.
I keep getting sidetracked, honestly.
It's okay.
It just happens because you die a lot and it's kind of really sad.
I do that. That is a thing I do with Dark Souls.
Anywho, so like I got into theater for like a nice tight bit and whatnot. I was having fun with it. Like maybe I could make this into a career myself and whatnot. That's before I started like live streaming and doing that kind of stuff. That's what I wanted to do. And then I go back to my to California and whatnot, and I sink into a deep depression, like straight up like neat and all that such and such, and it's god awful. But then my friend gets me out of it, and I start going back to school, and then I find out that he was actually in a theater program, and I was like, dude, that sounds like really awesome. Like, so are you doing another theater thing? And he's like, yeah, we are. We're actually going to do Annie Get Your Gun, and Annie Get Your Gun. Fantastic play, honestly. Really fun, really jazzy. I auditioned for the chief. I did sort of the kind of like hammy, like how are you, like kind of thing, and like
how are you?
yeah, essentially. But I didn't get
Native American.
I didn't get the part or anything like that.
Strange, because you kind of look native.
Yeah, and like that's kind of the thing that like everyone's kind of like you didn't get that part, and it was like somebody else that got it. It wasn't too big of a deal. It was just like my friend was kind of like, I thought you nailed it too, but I guess not. But he got the part. He got a bigger role than I did, which is fine because I do think that he's good at acting.
Can you say
too.
that again? Can you say which is fine, but a little bit saltier?
Oh, no, I'm more so getting at this because the director plays favorites.
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So
okay.
that's what I was getting at here.
All right.
So later on, I find out, my friend, he actually worked with this director before, and all the people that the director already worked with got certain like roles and whatnot, and that was kind of like my first instance of going like, this doesn't seem right. But then interesting comes up, and things are like really turning with the play and whatnot. Everyone's doing a good job, honestly. Like all the students and whatnot, they're doing a good job when it comes to theater, and they're like knowing their lines and everything like that. But 2 weeks before the play airs, before the play goes on live, we have not even got done with the first act. Now, Plattie here, please explain how that is so horrendous.
Okay, so
There's 2 acts to this play, by the way.
okay, so when you're how late were you into the production of like how many weeks were you until showtime?
2
Until
weeks.
opening night?
2 weeks before.
Okay. When you're at that point, you're supposed to have already done both Act 1 and Act 2. Everyone's supposed to be off book, which means that everybody has their lines memorized.
Which was fine, because people did. It was really a matter of...
But the director did not require it.
No, not the director did not require it. What I'm saying here is that the director never went past the first act. We're off book for the whole thing. Like, the second act was off book right from the start. But the fact of the matter was, the 2 weeks beforehand, we had no full dress rehearsal until the week before. We didn't even start the second act until 2 weeks prior. It was ridiculous because by then you should be doing the full play, like at least like once every week or something like that. Just as like a general rehearsal thing. And it was just frightening, astounding, just how we just barely got our costumes then, how people were just getting onto the second act, because some people only show up during the second act. So when they showed up for the first act when we were doing it, they had nothing to do, so it was just kind of goof off time.
Another thing, too, is that you need to have equivalent amount of time working on first act as well as second act. Because dress rehearsal is the last week.
Yeah.
Is the entirety of last week before showtime. Or the last week leading up till showtime. Till opening night. And You Get Your Gun did not have that luxury.
It was frighteningly astounding.
And like, I Lost tells me these things, and I'm floored. I'm just like, how could anyone who even has a semblance of a passion for theater... Well, and the thing is, this person didn't even really, like, do much in terms of, like, in the class itself. It was all just, like... Oh,
you're talking about the actual classes and whatnot. That's
more so
what you're saying.
I'm not even just talking about the performances.
We're not even getting to that part yet, because we still need to talk about the actual... What happened? So, with the play itself, with Annie Get Your Gun, essentially what happened is we're the reason why there's no more plays at that school. Like, there might be plays now, but ever since Plattie was there, which was pretty much, I think, I want to say like a year or two before I was there. I'm sorry, after.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, you been there for longer?
Yeah, this was what I meant. There were no plays. There was no nothing. And people were asking why, and I knew the reason why, and everybody that was in that play knew why, but nobody else did. And by golly gee, what was Duck Dodgers in the 22nd and a half century, they were not going to say anything. They were not.
That was cute. But you're right, though. You're absolutely right.
They were the reason why we didn't have another play. And the biggest reason why is because someone showed up drunk to the play on the last day. On the last day, they showed up drunk. And it wasn't just like a normal, like line.
The story of why Lost doesn't drink.
Oh, no, it's not. I don't drink for a different reason, but it's just really hilarious. Because this person had a prominent role in the play. It wasn't the biggest one, but just enough to be like, we killed the character in the end. I think it was Pawnee Bill.
Oh my god, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, he showed up drunk. Go
yeah, I was just getting the boxes.
He showed up drunk, and he was just like saying things like "holy for holies" and things like that, like things that are just totally off script, and it was ridiculous. And you could tell the director was panicking, and like even then, the director was panicking for the first night. They weren't even saying like
as if he cared.
Oh yeah, not even as if he cared. Just kind of like, "Good luck, everybody." It's kind of like said a lot of bad things already. Whole entire good luck picking everything. It's kind of like, I'm sure you'll do a show. Essentially is what they were saying. It's terrible. Just tell yourself. You got the purple gem, we're good.
I want this. Well, I'm dead.
Yep. So, because of that, the theater program got only investigated and shut down. But the person still actually, like, taught theater.
Yeah.
Taught theater in a few other places.
That's where I come in.
That's where Plattie comes in.
Hi there. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
We want to do one of those things.
Yeah.
Sounds so great.
But no, yeah. Okay, so I take a class with this professor, because at this point, that's all they were. They were just a professor. At that, if you could really call them that.
Oh no, you would call them director, because that's the way they want to be called.
Yeah,
Remember?
but that's the thing, though. I don't care. I'm really good about respecting what people want to be called, but when it comes to somebody who has no respect for the art of theater, I'm not calling you director.
It was really bad. It was really, really bad.
But like, it was... Every single class was him talking about his trip to Spain with his boyfriend. And God...
Got really confusing, right? Because he talked about his wife, too.
Yeah, and I'm just like... Are you having like a thing? Like, it's okay if you're poly. Just let me know. Just tell me.
There's a lot of really mishaps, and the fact that they're like, oh, go see like this play from like somebody else, or go see my play, or go see this this kind of play I'm doing, but not really because it's in the theater.
You get extra credit for supporting my friend who's at another school, and I'm just like, fuck off.
And the craziest thing was that he would still play favorites in the actual class.
He did. He really fucking did.
Well, I don't know your experience with him. With him in particular.
It was like two students that he would always talk to, always have on stage. Despite the fact that I was like the one person who was like being like super attentive, and half of the kids that were in there didn't even give a shit.
Oh yeah, and then he did that fun little naming game like they always do.
Oh, the naming game!
I hate that naming game so much because he did it in every class.
And the thing was, he thought that it was supposed to help with improv. I studied improv for 7 fucking years. That shit does not help.
And just like, oh yeah, we'll just remember everyone's name by associating of alliteration. That's fun, right? No, it's not.
That's not.
You have to remember everyone's name, and that's not worth it. That's not fun.
That's like day one shit you do in a biology class.
It's terrible. That's what it is. But that was just Plattie's experience, and they were smart enough to get out of there.
Yeah, I got the hell out of it. I got the fuck out of Dodge.
I had him 4 times. Legitimately, I had him as a teacher 4 different times.
I am so sorry you had to go through that.
One time in particular, he wasn't actually my teacher, and it was great because I just went in there to hang out with my friend the whole entire time.
Do you ever sit in on classes?
I sat in that class.
No, not just on that one, but like have you ever like gone into like another university and like sat in on the class?
Not particularly, but I know you can do that.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Most definitely. Cool. It's most definitely weird because you don't have to take notes. You can just make a riot.
You just get educated and enjoy the time you have.
It was funny too because my friend and I we constantly like just razz everything that was like on play or something like that. Like it wasn't like to the point where we interrupted things, but we just talked to each other and we had fun then. But there was one particular instance where he wanted to do a stupid like another play thing, and everyone had to like gather up in like a wall area, like wall side to side.
Yeah.
And it is kind of like, I know it's not very fun right now, but you know, like I think it's better than algebra. I was like, algebra rules.
You said that?
I said that. And then he turns to me and goes, "Are you even in this class?" And I just like move my head side to side, look at him, grab my bag, and I run. I just like walk away, and you hear the whole entire classroom just bawling, laughing. This is going like, what the heck happened here? It was just fantastic, and I didn't come back. It was hilarious. Showed up the next class.
Remember, kids, if it's funny, it's worth it.
Oh, most definitely. But that was the time I didn't have him. The time I was finally through with him completely and utterly, I decided to take one of his quote-unquote theater classes. Not the theater class that's generic and like kind of like, oh, I use this for school credit. Just one of those like, I want to get more into theater and whatnot, like for auditioning and things like that. And a very interesting thing happened with that one. Not only did he have a room assigned to himself and time and date to like be there, I will say after the first month, suddenly he started becoming later and later. And then, I have to take my pills.
God damn it! Your fucking alarm screwed me up!
And then, so after the fact that you came later and later, about 2 weeks into that second month, the class kind of just dissipated. No one knew where the classroom was. No one knew what happened with the class.
This bullshit.
And I was like, what happened? And I was like, I can't wait any longer for this. I have a class all the way over in like another town, and I have to get there. And it's my Japanese class, and I need to go do that.
Did you go to the one in the other campus?
Yes, I did. For that semester, I did.
Oh, cool. I had no idea.
And that was a fun little bit. That Japanese teacher was particularly fun.
I
loved
remember you telling me about
he was very Japanese. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But
good teachers come later. Bad teachers first.
Oh my goodness gracious. So later on I find out because I talked to one of the students that was in that class going like, what happened to that class? Because like Like, I don't see, like, anything happen right now and no one shows up. Like, oh, we actually moved it to the main theater because he wanted to be there, and he switched the time. And I was like, what?
You can't, by the way, for folks who aren't in uni yet, you're supposed to alert your entire, like, class of that.
If they're moving. If you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't have a different time. There's a reason why it's scheduled that way. But it was like an entire hour after the class was supposed to start.
I think I don't need to use those dash pens. I'm starting to realize this.
Well, maybe.
Anyway, go on.
Suffice to say, I learned that like nearly half of the class is gone. He's just gonna give those people like passing grades and whatnot. And he's like trying to do like this play thing and whatnot. Again, but like in like kind of secretive situation, and that theater group was able to like go into that play and get extra points for that situation, and it was just astounding. Like I came in probably 2 weeks before the class initially ended, and they were all like, "Oh, like where you been exactly?" I'm like, "Well, one thing, the class moved entirely. I had no idea, and for two, I have a class on another campus, so I can't stay here for that long." So they're just like, oh, okay, that's fine. Because the students understood. They understood what was going on here. The teacher did not, but like at the same time, they weren't going to give me a failing grade. That was not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
You technically could have a lawsuit on your hands if you
If I went with that, yes, I could have. Because that legitimately did happen. It was ridiculous.
It was against school regulations entirely.
Oh, most definitely. I'm surprised he wasn't fired. You know, honestly, for that.
Yeah. I'm only at the halfway point! I bet it's everybody like screaming at me. Stop dying, Plattie.
Oh no, we got a person here. Hold on. I'm gonna have to try to take care of this.
Oh, shit.
Because they're still here. Sorry about that, everybody. I know there's a person here like talking about things. I'll try to get rid of that as soon as I can. That requires me turning on the computer and whatnot. Computer things.
Okay, we're good. Oh, I got myself an extra life. That's good. No game overs for Plattie.
For now, at least. I mean, come on. Let's not
have a little bit more faith in me, Lost.
I'll never have faith in you.
That's fair.
Thank you. By the way, I am sorry, everybody, that you're all having to deal with this and whatnot. Missing my wonderful theater experience, which is terrible.
Yeah. No, but like, fuck that guy.
Duck Dodgers was a terrible, terrible teacher. Like one of the worst, god awful teachers. And not only did he get me and Plattie to just not like acting and stuff, it just was just really that awful.
Yeah, it was just. Like if you could. It's sad whenever you feel like your passion for something dying, like actively dying.
Yeah, it's really bad. Let's see here.
Ooh, baby, I love your way!
Oh, did you get it?
Yeah!
You got both things?
Yeah! Woo! Feeling kind of proud of myself.
I'm very glad of you, and I was able to actually get this thing going. That's good for now.
If I may ask, what had happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
What was going on in the chat?
Oh, the ZZZ X was, I guess like a porn bot or something?
Oh.
So yeah, I'm sorry about that, everybody. I really am. That just kind of just happened the way it was. And hell no, I do not like bowling.
I have discovered that the opposition is being masterminded by Dr. Nitrous Brio, the inventor of the Evolver Ray. Brio was responsible for our misunderstandings in the past. He forced me to assist him in his plot for world domination.
It's kind of cute how you can see him like try to like come up with all of this.
Stand in our way.
Who?
Cortex.
Just making things up on the fly?
Yeah, it's kind of cute. Like seeing him lie through his teeth. I like having like these little nuanced animations.
Yeah, it is nice.
Oh shit, we're meeting Engine.
Oh yeah, you are actually. Wow, dang. That actually went by faster than I thought.
So that means we're on to our,
Shmupping stage.
Yeah?
This is where you start shmupping. You know what-
Comeuppance?
Shmup. As in shoot 'em up?
Yeah.
I really love the way he talks. Like, I've always been very happy about the
What,
way
the
he talks.
effect that they use?
Yeah, I generally and utterly love that effect. By the way, you're supposed to hit him just in those general things. So you're gonna have to, like, kind of like do that kind of stuff.
Oh, you can see, like, the little splatters. That's cute. And the inside juices of Lumpa fruits are purple. Good to know.
Whoa!
At least with this one, I don't have to worry about friggin', like, stage progress.
Oh, most definitely. And this shouldn't be too hard as soon as you, like, get the general gist of it and whatnot.
Yeah, we'll just take some time.
For the most part, I would say just stick to sliding instead of jumping. I mean, you still have to jump sometimes, but yeah. And yeah, you can just keep doing that. Just little bit pieces.
Okay.
Just really enjoying yourself right now, aren't you?
I don't know, it's kind of cute. he's like throwing little Lumpa fruits. This is cute.
Well, one thing you need to remember, Okazaki, because I'm just going to stick to that, because honestly it's easier to say, for that story, is that the teacher was really bad, they violated school regulations, and they got the whole entire play and theater system just really badly, to the point where we can't have more of it. That's legitimately what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Also, you ruined our hopes and dreams for the most part.
Yeah.
It took Plattie a long while to bounce back off that one.
Yeah, like I had to go, like, it took me going into... Damn it. It took me going into community theater in order to, like, really get back into it.
No, it didn't. What it took you was a small little chance of a director talking to you at your sushi bar job. That's what it took.
Dr. Cortex said, the 20 crystals you collected to me.
Oh, sorry about that, folks. If we went quiet for a second, there's a group chat that's like
Trying to make us go bowling. I hate bowling.
Do you actually hate bowling?
I really do. So, I just want to say this right here and now. One of my coworkers used to have cancer, and I asked them specifically this. Like, one of the first things I asked them, because they talked about this a little bit, I'm like, whoa, that's like kind of serious. But I do have to ask you a question. It's a terrible pity to have cancer, essentially. Like, people pity you constantly. Like, oh, you'll do better, you'll do great, you're gonna get through this and whatnot. And it's really annoying to see that. The same feeling happens in bowling. If you are bad at bowling, they treat you like you have cancer. I am telling you that right now. And I got confirmation from my coworker that used to have cancer. Used to have cancer. And they're like, yeah, pretty much. They pity you. It's really awful because you're just like, I don't really want to hear that. I just want to enjoy my life. But it's the same bloody thing. It's the same feeling.
Oh my god!
Because the enemy bowling people will start talking to you too and going like, oh no, you could do it, you could do it. Like, don't worry.
That's the funniest analogy I've ever heard in my life!
It's true though.
Oh.
It's incredibly true and real.
Oh, Jiminy.
Like, I'm not doing this to be funny. I'm doing it so you understand just how awful it feels to, like, actually, like, go bowling and you suck at it. And I generally suck at bowling. And I don't mind sucking at something, but bowling in particular has always been a terrible thing. And you should stop looking at the text messages. We could deal with them in a little bit.
But, oh my god, that is the greatest analogy I've ever heard in my life.
But it's true, though. Alright, what are you people here saying? No, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. I'm glad you guys dealt with that stuff, by the way. I am very sorry that you had to deal with that weird spam bot.
How the hell did we get a spam bot in the chat? That's the thing, I don't know.
He also dropped out from existence and basically dropped the theater company into my mom's lap. What? People suck. The original owner of the theater was an asshole like that. Oh, so they Okazaki has the theater too. I recall them saying that. So he also dropped from existence, basically dropped the theater company. Dang, dude. It's good that your mom actually like was able to like change that though. That's awesome.
I believe Brenna is a girl.
Did I say something?
You said he.
Oh, sorry. That's just that's American speak. Honestly, that's just because it goes in general like he. I really did not mean it that way. It just kind of happened. Okazaki, I really do apologize. I did not mean to say it that way.
If you call her Brenna, because Brenna is a girl's name.
Okazaki is so much easier for me. I don't know why that is. It just is.
You are the strangest human being.
I have trouble with double N's. N's in general, I have trouble pronouncing.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Oh, the Booster is here. The Booster 79. It's a pleasure seeing you here. It's nice to see you.
Welcome.
It's been 3 years since he left the theater to my mom, so it's also okay. Nice. People have problems with my name. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, to be fair, I never had problems with my name whatsoever, except for my last name. But you don't really have to say your last name to a lot of people.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
People always get confused with my last name because I make sure to remind everybody that I am Spanish.
It's like bears.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's like a bear.
Because with bears, that's all it is. It's just that. It's just bears. But people, because they know that I'm Spanish, they think it's bares.
So it's like, we'll be bears? We'll be bears! Something, 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 this song!
Yeah.
You've never seen that shit?
We Bear Bears?
Yeah! We Bear Bears!
I've seen We Bear Bears.
It's a good
Yeah.
thing.
One of my ex co-stars of Sonic 82, they're a big fan of it.
That's good. So how are you guys planning anything in particular? Like, you don't have to go in big detail about it, but like anything
About what?
Sonic Heroes and all that stuff.
Oh, that's the Sonic Heroes? We just recently recorded a new episode, actually.
Oh, that's good. That's
yeah,
good stuff right
we
there.
recorded the Team Dark episode.
Oh.
I mean, we already have, like, the question block of video open, so, I mean, it's not, like, much spoilers. But we did record it, and it is lit. I still have to edit my audio for Omega.
Oh, you better. Oh, I forget they can't see that. I'm shaking my fist at you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm shaking my fist at Plattie.
She's shaking her fist at me. Stop shaking your fist at me.
Anyway, speaking of shaking fists, Force of Will is an excellent card game, and I think you all should play it. Mainly because it's real pretty. I was showing Plattie some cards and whatnot of Force of Will.
There's boobs, if that's a thing you're into.
It's a trading card game, and it has a lot of pretty characters in it.
There are boobs, if that's a thing
and there's
you're
a
into.
lot of shyness to it, too. And the boobs are also shiny.
Yeah.
There. You happy I mentioned it?
Yes!
God dang.
It's important.
So this is the part where... So just kind of throw it in the middle and then leave. Leave. Yeah.
Whoa!
At least that was appropriate. We Bear Bears did a crossover with Nintendo. Did a bunch
Yeah,
of...
they did.
Yeah,
they did
right.
ARMS and Splatoon 2. I saw those. I was like, huh. Neat.
It actually surprises me that Nintendo, for some reason or another, they're really good at marketing when they want to market. Like, I will give them props for that entirely.
Oh, and they know who to get to.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, with...
Except for Pepsi. What the fuck were they thinking?
Well, Pepsi with this is another thing entirely. But then again, 2017 has been a wild ride of just general bad things happening over and over and over again.
That's true.
And Pepsi going like, you know, like, we're gonna make the worst commercial ever. And then like, Southwest was like, guess what, people?
Wait, what is Southwest commercial?
No, Southwest doesn't do a commercial. They had an Asian man get beaten and he was trying to leave so he could go like find his like family essentially. Do you not remember that?
Oh shit, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, people tend to not remember that anymore. It's kind of like, well, yeah, I understand why, because everything happened in quick succession.
Yeah, 2017 has not been a very happy year.
I don't want to say all that. I just said it's been a ride, because it has highs and it has lows. And the lowest of low, in all honesty, is that I can't get a SNES Mini! That's where I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to that.
Oh, as long as you're sticking to your guns.
Yeah.
Like Engine here.
Can I just say right now, Nintendo did a really terrible job with the SNES Mini. like really terrible because they said they would do a better job in comparison to the NES Mini.
To be fair, they did because it's getting on more like shelves. It is.
No, it's not. It's really not. Do you know what time Best Buy released the SNES Mini for pre-order?
Well, what was it called?
Midnight. It was midnight that it got released. You know who sleeps at midnight? Everybody. You know what doesn't sleep? Bots. So within 20 minutes, I was 3 minutes late to the shindig. It was sold out at Best Buy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how much the SNES Mini sold out. And Nintendo has not said any word about like making more pre-orders and like that. And can I just say, pre-orders themselves being sold out is asinine. You can't sell out of pre-orders. Hence why it's a pre-order. You're ordering it to make. Hence pre-order. It's not a limited edition thing. They didn't say it was limited edition. They just said they're stopping production this year. There's a difference between the two. That means they should produce more. And then on top of that, freaking Amazon here like releases it at like freaking 4 in the morning. Their SNES Mini pre-orders. It's just ridiculous. And then Target like got spammed to death, and we can't do anything on Target. And Walmart, of course, had those pre-order cancels and whatnot. It's just really bad. And I just really and utterly, I just want to play Star Fox 2. I am a big fan of Star Fox, the SNES version, and I love Star Fox, and I want to play Star Fox 2 because it looks so cool, and it has those pretty girls like that Poodle and the Linux. It's awesome.
Links?
Linux. Like the program.
You know, that's the penguin little program thing?
Yeah. There's a picture of a guy that bought 20 SNES Minis. It makes me angry. Oh no, I agree wholeheartedly. What happens if you cuss as you're recording? For like Sonic Heroes?
Oh, after Sonic Heroes?
Yeah.
The thing, that's the crazy thing. We actually don't. We have not had a single instance of that actually happening, believe it or not. It's really weird. We kind of put on the same filter that we do whenever we're in live streams. God,
like you say, Jimmy Jams.
Like, God damn it, will be like replaced with like Sweet Mobius or like stuff like that. Or gosh dang it, like we'll say that. But that's about it. Like, in all honesty, it's...
Which is kind of weird considering that you like cursing.
I do.
Okay, when you get to the end, just slide. That's all you have to do.
Well,
like,
I'm not very good at understanding patterns.
Apparently. But to be fair, this is the hardest boss in the entire game.
Is it actually?
Yes, it is. This is the hardest boss in the entire game. But you also gotta remember that the majority of bosses are pushovers.
Which should be definitely a statement on my ability to play Crash Bandicoot.
I'm gonna also tell you right now, the 4th world is the hardest world, and the 5th world is really just a piece of cake in comparison. So you're gonna be surprised how fast we're gonna get the 5th world done.
I thought this was the last world.
No, it isn't. This is the 4th world. The 5th world is the last world. Trust me, we'll be able to get it done. Like it's not gonna take that long as soon as you get this done.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying like we're gonna beat it today, because we don't need that much time, and eventually get enough Ooga Boogas to just like go around it. And to be fair, this does take a long while. I know it does. I'm sorry if Plattie's not commenting as much as possible.
Yeah, I'm like trying to actually beat it so that way we can actually get to regular stages.
Oh yeah, you found out you can't in-store pre-order at Target, which is really stupid. I don't know why they have pre-orders like that. GameStop's the only one that decided to do in-store pre-orders, and they got like 10.
When did pre-ordering like become like such a huge thing?
Pre-order culture's been a thing for quite some time. I will say Nintendo recently went on that bandwagon, but they've always had a problem with merchandising and that whole entire, like, we don't have enough copies and such.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, they've always done that, and I've always known that, and that's not particularly the thing that I'm mad about. I'm mad that they didn't do enough. They didn't do better. If it's someone like me that was intensely looking for a SNES Mini, intensely so, cannot get one, that means the regular consumer has absolutely no chance of doing that. And that's something they should at least address. that a regular consumer can get it if they want to get it. But most of them are not going to stay up past midnight just to figure out if they're going to get SNES Mini. Most of these people will just want to go out and go like, hey, is there one around or something? Like, I want to get it for my kid because it reminds them of their childhood and whatnot. And be a nice little Christmas present. But that's not really going to be happening. Like, legitimately. And GameStop was already went full force. When I called GameStop to see if they had pre-order available, and that wasn't this GameStop. This GameStop right here, the one by me, I ran to that GameStop as soon as I knew that they were doing pre-orders for in person. And as soon as I got there and I was asking for it, they're like, we don't have it. And I was just like, okay then. So me personally, I don't run. Yeah. Me personally, I don't like to be a big old bother. Just want to get that nice one on lease. Mech wreck.
More like neck wreck. My neck is stressed. Ah, I need water!
And now Cortex is going to get mad at you because you heard us press his engine.
What? Oh, Cortex, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Dr. Neo Cortex!
Dr. Neo Cortex.
Love how he talks.
Dr. Cortex. We need the other crystals.
So this is the last world, y'all. We finally got to it. This is Plattie's first time actually beating this game.
Yeah, I've actually, believe it or not.
Go to either rocket... Well, hold on. Things happened.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
That sounds promising.
So I suggest either choosing rocket or there's another one, pack attack. One of those two, because they're the jetpack levels and they're really easy.
Whoa!
And you have to play as Crash.
Okay.
But they're really fun. Like, generally speaking, these are some of the best
you have
levels.
to clarify it. I'm a little bit scared.
Well, it's because in the old school ones they're a little bit harder. Oh. But this one's just generally like a breeze because of the way that it is.
Oh, did they fix the physics or something?
Yeah, they did. Like, you can move back and all that such and such. It's pretty great. And look, it's got this cool little beam and whatnot, right? Like, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Okay, fly backwards, then. I wish they animated the intros for, Okay, this is an interesting control scheme, but I'll get used to it, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of why they introduced it, like, at the end, but they have, like, 2 levels. What you doing? Like, keep going back and forth.
I'm trying to learn the control scheme. I'm actually trying here.
Alright, that's fair. I guess it was just more of a breeze for me because I've had it before.
Yeah, because you played this before. This
Yeah,
was the thing that you actually played. I, on the other hand, I'm learning.
Yeah. But they made it so much easier though. They really did.
Was it shit before?
It wasn't shit before. It was just like you had to like make sure to plan everything properly.
How's that again? Oh, okay. I guess I was out of lives at the engine fight.
Yeah.
I really got to be careful how we pronounce that.
Engine?
Yes.
Why?
Because like one wrong vowel and that becomes racist horribly. You ever think about?
Why not say that? Like honestly.
Yeah.
Like who actually says it that way?
Yeah, that is still like a thing that.
Like I mean, in terms of like
yeah.
not unironic and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, people do.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I have 5 more tears to live you better and not die. What? Oh, and 5 more years to live, you better not die. Okay, that's what it was. So you heard Missy Morbid, don't die.
Okay, Missy Morbid. Hey, what do you mean 5 more years to live?
With the way that you're giving people heart attacks and whatnot, I don't doubt it.
No, that's fair. It's interesting. What an interesting like concept.
Living for 5 years, and that's it? I know, right?
Not that! God damn it. You know what I mean.
I don't, actually.
Oh, I'm talking about this jetpacking.
Look how you can just side to side, hush hush, eye to eye.
Half dab.
Yabba dabba do. I like talking to you.
Oh god, this is it's a little bit disorienting, but like I'll get used to it. After
Well, as long as you don't keep like moving back and forth, and yeah, if you keep doing that, it's gonna get disorientating.
Okay.
You just have to move slower if like you want to get a hold of where you're at.
Okay.
Yeah, moving fast is bad.
The thing was, I don't believe I was moving fast.
You
but
were actually very fast. You're moving too fast for a first timer here. It's too fast.
Can't activate. Okay.
Come on, just a little bit more. That's right.
Like, it's funny because like people see me like this, and I'm just like, you know, if you have me playing a Sonic game, I'll do a lot better.
No, you won't.
As the person.
The first time that you play Sonic, no, you do not. You play pretty horribly because you want to explore everything.
I will let you know this. My first time playing Sonic Mania, I got more time overs than I have ever gotten in a game, in a Sonic game. But it was because I wanted to explore so much. There was so much to see.
You're literally just proving my point.
Yeah, but it was just like there was so much to see, and it was so cool.
So he's gonna do his little tack thing, then you can spin him. Tack thing.
It's a hug.
I literally told you, and you still did it.
Yeah. Jeez.
You gotta go at a moderate pace. Listen to Sonic from Progressive Insurance.
Gotta go at a moderate pace.
Because otherwise your insurance premiums will go up. That's how it works.
Thanks. No. That was, I'm so glad I saw that commercial because I
Like
that was
on actual TV.
Yeah, well, not just that. It was like that was one of the first questions that we got asked when we returned, like asked the Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
And like, what was it like being in a progressive commercial? And I was just like, oh shit.
Very progressive.
Oh my god.
Why are you going so fast?
I thought I could cheese it, okay?
No! Freaking wait! Just wait! You have no lives! I told you it was easy because you just have to be patient.
I have no lives?
Yeah, you finally got a life. That's ridiculous. I don't play by the rules. You're right about that. My goodness.
I really don't. I like to experiment with my
You like the spearmint gum?
You know what? Yeah, that's it. Fuck.
That time you actually didn't go that fast.
Alright, well, that was my bad.
Do you want to go to a different level?
I just wanna play. I just wanna play a Crash Bandicoot. That's all I'm asking for.
I mean, there's only 2 levels that are like this. I thought they were easy, but apparently you can't grasp, slowing down at right times.
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog!
Even Sonic knows to go slow.
That is not true.
Like his relationship with Amy.
I hate you.
You know what the cool thing?
Sonic says wait until marriage!
You know what the cool thing is about the Sonic comics? Is that they actually delve into like Amy as a character and like how like they make her far better.
Yeah.
I think we discussed this before in a previous transmission video, but it was never aired or anything. So we're gonna say it again. Basically, in the comics, Amy started out as a 12-year-old hedgehog.
Oh god.
Oh.
Sorry.
Do you want to take that?
No.
Alright, that's fair.
Like, everybody's trying to contact me right now, and I'm like, I'm doing something.
Did you tell them, or?
I did! Like, we had a huge conversation. That was the reason why I was late.
Oh, because they were just trying to, like, ask where you're going or whatever?
Like, they were trying to figure stuff out. I was just like, hey, I'm busy.
Like, well, you have to go back here or something like that? Because you have to return the car or something? That's fine. I could just... Because Plattie's borrowing a car right now. Do you want to explain why you're borrowing a car?
My car exploded!
What exactly happened? Because I was surprised to see that, and, like, I got no calls of panic or anything. And I was just like, okay,
yeah,
I see how it is.
Like, yeah, my car exploded. It, Okay, so I'm driving home from...
My name's Pie. I'm driving home. Boop, boop.
Yeah,
that's you.
a pretty good, accurate, representation of me.
Don't forget this, the part where you're just like, oh, look at me, I'm Pie.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah.
Actually, look at me is a pretty good, accurate representation of myself.
Well, yeah, because,
I'm Platinumspeed, look at me!
Hey, oh, you're like Mr. Meeseeks in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You have to go back, by the way.
And do! I am kind of like Mr. Meeseeks, aren't I?
If you ever wanted to have Plattie, like, just like join it in. Like, well, just grab that really quick. Like, if you ever wanted to experience, like hang out with Plattie, just
watch Rick and Morty in the episode where they
just have Mr. Meeseeks in the background. You're good enough.
Can do!
Why'd you kill yourself?
That was meant to be a slide. Slide jump.
Slide jump.
What was I saying though? Okay, so I'm driving home, doo-ba-doo, I'm Plattie. Look at me.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I'm at a stop sign, and I hear like.
And do you stop at the stop sign?
I do.
Okay.
I stop at the stop sign, and all of a sudden, smoke starts rising from underneath my hood, and my oil light, like my check oil light, pops up on from my my dashboard.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, like I can't start my car again.
So right now you're in full panic mode of what's happening.
I was just like, I was just like, shit, damn it. That was all I could say. I was just upset with myself.
You're gonna have to slide for this one. Okay, so then what happened?
And then I had to get my dad to get on over to help me push it, to help me guide it into like a spot where it's like parked.
Yeah. Grab the thing and then go.
Okay.
You can't kill him. You can't kill him.
It's okay. At least this is a checkpoint.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's why I said go grab it. Thankfully, you don't have much more to go. It's not really that bad in comparison to digging and such like that.
Oh yeah.
That's why I said just go do it.
Huh? Huh? Ah.
Oh. Cool. Oh, nice. There we go. That's what you mainly wanted to go for.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. No, keep going.
Wait, what?
You just need a couple more. You need a couple more boxes, I think. But that's about it.
I always need more boxes.
Need more boxes.
Always. But yeah, no, I was just like kind of. I was upset because it was my first car, and you know, when you have your first car, you get sentimental. So it's like my car died.
That's what you said.
I was
in a very attractive manner, man.
I was actually crying over my car because it was my first car.
Oh, I think you're at the point, so you're good. Yeah, there you go. You're good. You're gonna go the other way.
Yeah, because it's easier. How is the death route more easy?
Well, it's not anymore.
No, this is actually pretty easy because of the lighting.
Yeah.
I'm assuming on the PS1 it was tough as shit.
Oh, still, yeah. Well, not nearly as bad. Again, this isn't as bad. For some reason, the fifth world in Crash Bandicoot 2 is really easy in comparison to 4. 4 is the hardest world, no doubt. And
There's only 5 worlds in this?
Yes. There's only 5 worlds in the
I never realized how small Crash Bandicoot games are.
Yeah, they really are.
Even Warped is small.
Yep. Warp is actually shorter than this. It's shorter. Because I actually was like able to beat it with like in 2 streams, but like in like under 6 hours essentially, which is ridiculous. So that's like 5 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You're good. You should almost have every single box. You know, get them.
But yeah, no, I was not happy. I was not happy at all.
So, have you discussed like fixing the car or?
So
or
what we're gonna do is we're gonna sell it for scrap. My parents are actually giving me their Jeep.
Oh, nice.
And my mom's getting a new car.
Oh, well, that's fair. Honestly, considering everything, that honestly is a fair bit.
I would say so. And on top of that, that means more mileage out of my new car. And we're gonna tomorrow morning we're actually transferring my stereo from my old car into the new one, so that way we can have music.
Well, that would be nice to actually have that, and your car won't be terrible.
It'll be nice to be able to sit in the passenger seat.
Sit properly.
Do you want to explain the joys of my passenger seat?
I was really surprised to find out after we got done recording the first time, pretty much 2 weeks before this stream. So it's pretty much the stream before this one. And Plattie's seat, as soon as I get in it, lays back, and I'm just like, what happened here? What's going on? They're like, yeah, it's broken. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's broken. We don't know. I'm like, okay then.
No big deal.
All right, this is the hardest one, just so you know.
Piston it away. I love it.
Jeez.
Piston the night away.
Jeez.
Piston the night. Hey,
I don't know that song.
say Chumbawamba 3 times.
Chumbawamba, chumbity choo, Chumbawamba, chumbity choo, chumbity chum choo, chibby chibby tray.
That is not what I asked you to do.
I
you
got
know what?
another question for they.
Well, you did say Chumbawamba twice. which means-
Chumbawamba, dumbity dork, you're a dork.
Wait, are you doing the stupid thing from fucking Family Guy?
What? No.
Okay, because they did do that, and they called them Chumbawumpas.
Yeah, they did call him Chumbawumpas and everything.
I was like,
But I would say that's
that was like one episode I remember watching.
Well, because it's one of the earlier seasons, and the early seasons were actually good and ambitious.
They really were.
Which is weird because they actually did a lot of cutaway gags, which I rewatching them, I'm just like, wow, they really did.
But they worked.
So up there.
Over there.
Up there. So the biggest reason why this is hard is largely because of the enemies. Not that enemy. It's that enemy that you got killed by. Or rather, your Ooga Booga got killed by. Those things right there?
Oh, so you have to hit their legs because they're all shaky.
Yeah, their legs.
Cute.
And then with the other one, it's either bounce down or slide. Hush, hush, Ottawa.
What's it called?
You can actually fix that missing morbid when you like a YouTube thing. You can actually fix that and just so like in your YouTube settings. Because you probably have your Twitter connected to YouTube, where it says like I like this video.
Yeah, you can fix that.
You can fix that in your like YouTube.
Yeah, because I that was what most of my Twitter was for a real long time. I think.
What would it have? I imagine some embarrassing things.
No, it was surprisingly enough, it was nothing embarrassing because of my interests.
What do you mean because of my interests?
Porn, but
Okay.
that's besides the point.
Can we talk about porn for a second?
Do you want to talk about pornography?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, this is a not safe for work stream anyway.
Ooh, yeah. So this guy, you remember the guy
I
that got
immediately hate everything that you're about to talk about.
this guy got caught pretty much looking up hentai porn.
Wait, who did?
Like a little while ago, there's this guy that was like, I gotta like talk to these people or something like that, and like he left the computer screen on it. They had like a little tab right here that said e-hentai.
Wait,
Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Wait, was this a
This is a political guy. This is like a straight up political guy here.
What?
And legitimately, the internet was going like, "What is he like actually looking at?" And it turns out it was Japanese porn. It was the hentai. And it was ridiculous what happened because he's like always like trying to defend it and everything like that, going like, no, you don't understand. You see, I was actually looking through the hentai because I wanted to tell my wife that there is like tentacle porn, and I was looking with my kids to see if that was because
Oh no!
as people do, they look with their kids at porn just to make sure there's no tentacle porn in it or anything.
Oh no!
And it was just so hilarious because he was just getting caught in this mess. Like, oh yeah, whatever.
What? Okay, was
Like,
it
I
today?
No, it was not today. It was like I want to say a month or two ago that it happened, and it was on the news. It was on legitimate news that he got caught doing this, and he denied it. He still denied it. It was hilarious. It was one of the best things to see. It really was.
Funniest thing I hear.
And the best part about it was that he was trying to defend himself outright. He denied it. Just constant denial.
How am I getting all these death roots?
You didn't die. I mean, you got a game over, but you didn't die this time.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
That is just funny. Wow. But I thought we were gonna talk about just general interests in photography.
Sonic the Hedgehog's here.
What?
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. He's here.
I know. I thought you were talking about like the official Sonic Twitter.
Well, no, just Sonic the Hedgehog. What's Green Bunny? I don't know what Green Bunny is. Okay, so I'm about to pass out. Thank you for talking to us and streaming. Oh, thank you, Okazaki. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure seeing you. Oh, Green Bunny's a hentai site.
Green Bunny? That's a cute name for a hentai site. Dude, only the cool kids go on N hentai.
N hentai?
N hentai has literally everything. Untranslated, translated.
No, the one you want is EX hentai.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
No, it has all of this. It has the same exact library. Whoa, 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 whoa!
EX hentai is better because it has the X, so it makes it cooler.
It also has a panda if you don't have the proper plugin.
You don't need a plugin. You just need to know how to actually do it. It's delete cookies, everybody. It's always delete cookies. I don't know why it's that way. It just is. It's fancy.
Okay, so this part is going to be a little bit tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky. Did you go the death route? What about?
Oh yes, this is the death route.
What about high hentai? I don't know about all these hentai sites. I'm not.
High hentai.
I don't know all these pervy places.
I'm just happy with my N hentai.
Literally, I just wanted to talk about
that guy.
That guy. He was hilarious because I watched a video yesterday with Skippy-san, and he was talking about this thing. Like, you don't remember this? Like, oh, I do remember that part because we were watching the Internet Historian, and he just pretty much just talks about memes and whatnot, and freaking NAFTA and
know your meme.
Yeah, although that's such and such. Not know your meme. Oh no, almost. Wait on it. Wait for that one to go curly, and then you can do it.
You have to be right. You have to be very specific.
You see why I hate these enemies?
Interesting.
Yeah, they're terrible.
So precision platforming at its finest. Wait, who's the one that's suggesting all the hentai sites?
Busy Morbid!
Oh my god! I don't know why I'm surprised.
I just want to talk about that one guy that got caught watching hentai. That's all. Well, reading hentai. And the funny thing is about that hentai that he was reading had no tentacle porn.
Did it have any plot?
It did have plot to it. I don't remember the plot particularly.
Did you look specifically which
I didn't look at it at all. I honestly, like, I just remember, like, hearing that it's, like, about, like, it's vanilla, essentially. It's pretty dang vanilla.
Well. Okay. Real Paisano hours.
Real Paisano hours, that's right. Dude, I want to use that way more. The Paisano. This sounds hilarious.
Real Paisano hours, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like Paisano is just so funny to me. Like, it sounds
Hey, Paisanos!
Oh, I'm surprised you lived.
Happy I did.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, sweetie,
there you go.
Swooty!
Unfortunately here, you didn't get all the boxes. But that's because this one has a stupid thing where you have to go forward for a bit and then go back. But you did almost everything correctly.
I got one gem, and that's what makes me happy. And I got the crystal.
Yeah, that's the most important thing is that you got the crystal.
I love sitting down and chatting about pornography with my friends on public broadcasting. What is the chat saying?
Oh, ZX is calling us hypocrites because we're talking about porn and we timed them out. It's because you're making things a bit uncomfortable, Z-Tex.
We want to make sure that we make everybody A-okay,
like,
make sure everyone's comfortable.
Like, as much as we are talking about, like, porn and, like, all that kind of stuff
we're
right now.
We're not going, like, into, like, oh, yeah, I like this, and that, or another.
Well, we kind of do sometimes, but that's just when we get really into it, and, like, in terms of just, like, let's talk about the dynamics of this. We're more important...
Semantics.
Okay, that's...
Dynamics is not a word.
Did I say dynamics?
Dynamics? That's not a fucking word.
I feel like you heard me wrong, but whatever.
You said dynamics.
I wasn't trying to even say semantics.
Okay.
Anyway, point being is that...
I'm not trying to say semantics. I love Jewish people.
We like to get... we like to get informed with our sex talk with Let's Rock.
Well, I think it's because there's not a whole lot of, like... There's not a whole lot of streamers, or a lot of people in general who are, like, comfortable talking about
it's taboo. Sex in general is taboo.
Which it shouldn't be. It's a very natural thing to do.
I don't know. People don't usually hide in covers for the boogeyman. While jacking it.
God, you're vanilla. You mean to tell me that you don't masturbate in a fucking parking lot in front of millions of people? You're not living.
Do you want to explain something here? You want to go a different route in this?
Oh no, I'm good. How you doing?
You're just gonna leave that out there, don't
Yeah. Like I always do, in the parking lot in front of millions of people.
you? Just waving at everybody. Sup?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
How's the kids?
Just going to the drive-thru. Just while you're ordering. It's fine, honestly. It's fine. Okay. Makes me feel like you hate me because you didn't talk to me. You just timed me out. If you said for me to stop, I would have respected you and done that. Well, it was just more so the fact that you kept talking to these people. They told you to stop. So that's the reason why I just timed you out automatically. It was just the automatic solution. I do apologize. I did not talk to you about this. I apologize. I should have addressed that a bit more formally.
You do,
but I had to kind of like address it immediately too. I'll admit there was bad parts on my thing. This is kind of, we're still starting out. We don't have a mod or anything. It's just what happens. It's what happens.
I'm a mod.
You're not a mod. Gary's mod.
Gary's our mod? Sweet. Hey Gary, make sure to get that guy. Meow.
Yeah, there's Gary.
Speaking of which, I watched the second SpongeBob movie the other day.
How did you like it? Because I heard it was good. Because Hannah said it was good.
I watched it with Hannah actually, and yeah, I would actually say it. I would say it felt like Steven Hillenburg and the rest of them, like all of them are trying to like fix new SpongeBob, because it did feel like they were like that was what they were trying to do. It was kind of nice.
Yeah, fair.
And the animation was gorgeous. God damn it. The animation was really good. I loved
really
it.
having fun with this level.
The CG was fantastic. Yeah, I have not gotten past like the beginning. I am not doing well, but that's okay.
To be fair, this is supposed to be the last level. I just find it's easier in comparison to the other level. Remember, you could slide into them when they're like that.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
Oh, that is news.
You either slide into them or you jump on them. It's one or the other. You can't do both.
That is news to me. Oh, gosh, my back. Oh. Whew.
Stretching your back, right? Feels great.
Oh.
Stretching in general just feels good because you're getting all that blood flowing.
If you remember, kids, if you have like loads of time where you're in front of a screen, please take a moment to like get up and stretch out a little bit. Don't torture yourself.
That sounds unhealthy. I think you should all just crinkle up and just lay in bed all day and have bed sores. It's better for you.
Close up and fold yourself 12 times.
That was great. Only 12 folds, really?
Really? Only 6 folds?
Don't get on that. Don't get on it.
Ooh, why?
That's for all the color gems, and you don't have all of them. So like halfway,
you have to have all of them?
you have to have all color gems for that one, for that route.
Whoa. That was appropriate. But yeah, no. I feel like there shouldn't be any reason to be like so hush hush, eye to eye about
Yeah.
There's no reason to be too shy about sex and talking about it, or talking about like your sexual interests.
Or 80s music.
Yeah.
80s music, I think, is like widely regarded as like one of the best genres. Like everyone just generally.
Well, the thing is that
they don't have a problem with it.
the 80s had like some of the best music of all time. Like I think it's like a general consensus that is the case.
Yeah.
Okay, fucker.
Yeah.
Do you mind? Okay. All right. Are you gonna?
Oh.
All right.
I was just going down and then sliding when he gets close to you. So go down.
I went down.
That's a way of going down. Well then.
Thank you.
So what do you want to talk about now? The rising cost of tomatoes?
What is up with that?
Is it actually a thing?
No. But you like how passionate I got about it?
Well, I imagine because you were Spanish, you actually knew.
No. I mean,
Like you keep tabs on the tomato market.
I
going
do
like,
appreciate the
sell
stereotype.
high.
I
Buy
genuinely
low.
appreciate the stereotype, though. I love it.
One thing I like in particular is the whole entire avocado bit. How apparently millennials love avocados, like to death. That they're not buying houses, they're buying avocados.
More.
The avocado
What is
bit?
going on with all these like news articles about millennials?
Oh,
Have you
geez.
noticed that?
Oh, everyone's noticed that. Every millennial's noticed it. Please, we're the apex predators when it comes to the industries. We kill them. We go for the throat.
Like
The diamond industry is just
like when did that start? When did it start? The whole like meme of like millennials.
It's not a meme. It's people generally believe it. There's a difference between a meme and people
you
believing it.
fucking serious?
There's a meme with millennials going like, yeah, we kill them. We do what we want with our avocados and whatnot. Because it's so stupid. It's so incredibly stupid.
This should be called Piston It Away.
I'm really surprised how much difficulty you're having in the very beginning.
You know, when you do things, you do things. What is chat saying?
Just an argument is going about. It's really all it comes down
Remember to
to.
play nice, kids.
It would be nice. Just pretty much just get over it. Is what I'm gonna say.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were Asian? That is a song I sang when I was a kid.
Well, wouldn't it?
It was.
Because then you'd have a lot more values to school and everything like that, and you wouldn't talk to your parents, like ever.
You noticed that too, haven't you?
Dude, my best friend was like Asian for like the longest time.
He was Asian for so long, and then he finally just stopped. He
Okay,
stopped
the
being-
way you say it now. To be fair, he was Blasian. By the way, that was his brother's words.
What?
His brother's words were Blasian, Black Asian.
They gave me a checkpoint!
Yeah. You're like, you got so bad. Wow.
That worked. Alright. I passed the hardest part
pretty
in the
much,
game.
yeah, I would say this is the hardest part, honestly.
I'm past the hardest part in the game.
Not the hardest part in the game.
In my opinion.
There's another checkpoint right
I
there.
love it so much. I'm so happy. They're just like, you really suck.
I only had to get like a makeup checkpoint once, and that was in the original Crash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, well, you got enough right now. So this one I suggest just avoid these guys. Don't even attack them. Just avoid them. You're better off that way. Yeah, that's a good Plattie. This guy you will have to kill. So good. He's dead now. You couldn't wait. You had plenty of time to wait.
I'm pretty sure that gotta go fast is not a valid mental illness.
No. It's not a valid excuse for getting out of the ticket either.
No. You've been watching Sonic Boom, haven't you?
I saw that one particular bit. That was great.
Dude, you would love Sonic Boom.
I already do like Sonic Boom.
What?
For some reason, my thing's not recording. I was lazy and I saw.
Just watch it on, like, Kiss Cartoon. It's
I don't
so
want to
good.
do that. I want to support the actual show, unlike you.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
good
take
of you.
that. Your face.
Well, I genuinely have an excuse.
No, you don't.
I don't have cable!
You know what you do have? A heart. So maybe next time you should stop eating your avocado toast and actually
You
like
wanna
go
try
out.
that again, buckaroo?
Maybe you should stop buying your avocado toast and actually just buy a cable with the money that you have.
What was it? What
Your
was it?
millions of dollars that you have from Taco Bell.
Avocado.
Because we're paying you millennials too much for your average jobs.
Avocado egg toast.
It's just called avocado toast, okay? They say hold my avocado as a thing. Point is, avocado's in it. Which, by the way, I never had avocado toast.
I've never had avocado toast myself. I usually like eggs on my toast.
Oh, dude, eggs on toast is like the best. It's like the best.
It's a right to bed.
It's like the best. Oh, we're talking about Asian people. My friend. So I say like my best friend for the most part is because I consider mechanicals now my best friend, because the one that I used to have as best friend, we're just not in touch anymore. That's just legitimately what happened.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, it's best attention, worst attention. It just happens.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But Yeah, he was Asian, and his dad was black. He wasn't black, but his brother was black and Asian, and so was his sister. So by definition, he is black. That is the way it goes. I don't make up the rules. That is the way it goes for everything. Like, if you have a black dad, if you were adopted or like that, you adopt that culture. You adopt everything about them. That is simple fact. That's on you.
How does that work? Oh my god!
You want to try a different one? Because we can beat it today. Trust me. The final boss is not hard.
I don't doubt that, but I know it's a jetpack level.
You just need to not be fancy free with your jetpacking.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I'm the asshole.
That's what I've been trying to tell you before.
Okay, let's go to pack attack.
If you want, you could use your lost card and I'll beat the level for you.
I'm saving my lost card.
Okay. But can we all agree here, people? Just all agree in general. Fried rice is delicious.
It's completely off topic, but you're not wrong.
Yeah, see? Look, I may not be a racist, but I know Charleston's too is a pretty good chocolate.
Is there something going on in Charleston that I'm unaware?
No, Charleston's too. It's Charleston Chew. Black.
What?
Charleston Chew. Black.
Is Charleston?
Charleston's Chew. You've eaten Charleston Chew before.
It's my favorite candy.
Yeah, it's a candy. And it's good chocolate, yes? So, maybe I'm not a racist, but yeah, I agree to that.
Okay, Lost. I will.
Don't look at me that way, okay?
Don't beat me.
That's your catchphrase.
At this point, it is. Don't beat me. Oh, man. I have problems. I have genuine problems.
You do have general problems and general issues.
Yeah.
Both in the bathroom and just generally mentally.
Do you have to mention the bathroom issues that I have? Seriously?
I'm sorry, I forget that you want to keep that private.
It's fine. It's kind of common knowledge at this point. Unfortunately, I do have like stomach problems.
Oh, I didn't know that bit. I wasn't even talking about that. I was
I
talking about literal magazines in the bathroom.
Stupid
How do
idiot.
you not know I was talking about that?
Stupid.
I
fucking
honestly
idiot.
thought you were going along with the joke. I didn't know you had a serious
I
issue.
actually have like I actually have intestinal problems.
Who called it? High five. Leaving me hanging. What? My hand is not high fived right now. How are they gonna get the joke? There's no auditory high five. They can't hear that.
I will smack the shit out of you.
There, that's good.
Oh God!
I really did not know. I'm
didn't
surprised.
know?
I'm
Why
surprised.
don't you think I go to the restroom so much?
You like going to the restroom. That honestly, I thought that was just the case.
Were you thinking I was doing diddling the whole time?
Maybe?
No.
Question mark?
No. I actually have problems in the restroom.
To be fair, I also have bathroom problems, but that up right there, up there.
Oh, thank you. I would have missed it.
Is there another one? No, it's just that one. Go through the hole. Go through the hole.
But yeah, no, I do have problems with restrooms and such.
Well, to be fair, I also have problems with restrooms and such, but mine is entirely like quote unquote man-made. So remember how I told you I was going to that one campus all the way across town, essentially, like going to a different town and everything like that.
Yeah.
Different campus. So when I was doing that, I was drinking a lot of soda, but I wasn't stopping anywhere. So I tend to held in a lot of my things.
Oh.
No. Okay, you did good. Do it. Wait, there you go. Okay, cool. You should be done, or close to done.
Checkpoint.
Anyway. Alright, get those stuff. Now you have to get those things all the time.
So what were you saying?
Okay, so because I drank a lot of soda and whatnot, I tend to held in a lot of my my bladder, and that's not good. just so you all know, unless you literally have like a vagina and all those tubes together and whatnot. Now, I'm not saying this like to be like mean or anything like that. Just like legitimately, this is the way biology works. You shouldn't hold your bladder. You should not hold it.
I mean, you
whatsoever.
shouldn't regardless, but it's much more difficult if you don't have a
if you do have a uterus, if you do have a vagina and all that other such and such, it's easier for you to do that. It's way easier, and it's just not going to be like great for you essentially.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's not going to be like life or death. But unfortunately, if you
just go.
I was lucky.
Yeah. But suffice to say, male bladder cannot hold it. Male bladder does not have that ability.
Bladders.
Oh well, you just missed two. Anyway, the point being here is that when I got over one time when I was doing the lab for Japanese, you have to like sit on a computer and just like kind of like do just Japanese activities and whatnot, like Japanese grammar, like grade school grammar, but you know, in college and all that such on the computer. So you just do that, and suddenly I had to go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, I'll just go to the bathroom. Then I come back, and then 3 minutes pass. I have to go to the bathroom again. Go to the bathroom again. I leave, come back, and then 10 minutes later, I have to go to the bathroom again. And then after that, pretty much as soon as I get back to my desk, I have to go to the bathroom again.
Yep.
And this all happened within the course of an hour. And I had to go 7 different times.
And the worst part is when you're at work, they think you're just slacking off.
Oh, yeah, that too, yeah. Most definitely.
That's like one of my least favorite things. It's like, you...
Well, there's another thing that happened with me in my bathroom situation, but we'll talk... Keep going? Your
Oh, no, you can go on. I have my stories. I have my stories that I was going to mention.
Favorite comic.
What is it? Is somebody, somebody's messaging Lost and she's engrossed in her phone right now.
So basically, I had Macackles literally texted me because they're using data and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I just texted them back.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Our friend Macackles just recently moved, so...
yeah, they're in Canada right now, so I literally just text them right now, and they're just like, what comic do you like, and all that such and such.
Canada Land.
Yeah, Canada Land.
I think that's actually what you call it in German.
This happens to me mostly when you drink Dr. Pepper. Oh yeah, most definitely. Like, actual drinks could do that to you too, where they do that bit. But, as I was saying before, with this thing, yeah, so I got that whole entire bladder situation and whatnot, and that's like really bad. Like, it get really bad sometimes when my bladder's full like that, and I just have to keep going every now and again. Kind of like Plattie's stomach situation. But when I started streaming, a new situation happened where I would hold in like all of my like poops and everything like that. So I either poop after the stream or before the stream. And what started happening the majority of the time was that I would poop before the stream, pretty much as soon as after I ate. And it's the weirdest thing to like eat something and then have to poop right after the fact.
That is that's my situation.
Yeah,
that's unfortunately something I have to go through. It's called irritable bowel syndrome.
I don't think it's irritable bowel syndrome.
For me, it is.
Oh yeah.
For me, I have been diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh, that worked out for you. Yeah. See, and look, you're waiting properly and all that other such and such. See, you got it. Checkpoint.
It just takes time.
Yeah.
What's it called? Yeah, no, irritable bowel syndrome is not fun at all. Because you can either have one of two things. You can either have a lot of gas buildup, and, oh.
Yeah, your report has been processed.
Yay.
We reported some bots. I was also talking to some bots.
Yeah, which is probably the reason why we thought that person in the chat was a bot. Sorry about that.
What?
Make sure that we're all being respectful and friendly and such.
So I just, yeah, I would have waited. Nope.
Whoa. But yeah, no.
Bathroom problems are terrible.
Yeah, IBS sucks because either you get a lot of gas buildup and it causes you to have like terrible stomach cramps, like the absolute worst stomach cramps in the world, or you'll have to poop immediately after eating, like every single time within like a span of 5 minutes. It could be either immediately after you're done, or it could be within that 5 minutes. But it will happen.
Come on. I just need to respond real quick for this one, too.
Yeah. But, it's not fun. And it's something I deal with every single day, unfortunately. It's something I struggle with. No!
Oh, it sucks! What a loser! Well, you only got one more left, and then we're done.
Alright, this is my lost card.
Alright, cool.
So I'm gonna be replying to the chat. I was about to say replying to the plat.
I'm gonna reply to the plat?
Yep.
So I'm gonna do this level for Plattie because it's the last one, and we kind of want to get things going. And we might return for another stream. We don't know how things are gonna work out, but I don't have work today, so that's awesome.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Alright, so let's do Spaced Out and About.
Spaced out, then I'm out.
But yeah, now that I stream, I've effectively changed my schedule of pooping.
I can't.
Weirdly.
I can't, unfortunately.
Well, it wasn't like a forced thing. It just
like
just
how
happened.
we lost viewers because of us talking about poop.
Poop
Despite the fact that it's a natural human
we don't
thing
know
that everybody does it.
It could have been something else entirely.
It could have been about racism.
Yeah, you don't know. Dancing.
Yeah. People don't leave because of
Really don't need to worry about people leaving. People leave because like they have other stuff to do.
that is true.
Right? They can't watch every stream every day of the night. It's gotta be. Oh well. Still do better than Plattie here.
I'm getting into the stream right now.
Getting into the stream. Getting into the view. What's happening here? Oh, this mess.
Let's see. Does anybody know if there's a skateboard emoji? Is that a thing?
Why do you want a skateboard emoji?
Because I'm cool.
Ah, stupid.
I'm a cool kid. Like some people.
90s. Relevance.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
I hate this stupid enemy so much. I don't know why they're always like this. There's like nothing up here too. It always gets me.
Is there a skateboard emoji?
I don't recall there is.
There's a scooter.
Did you want to
There's a weird ass scooter emoji.
Oh my god. Oh, there we go. There's the animal. There's the D-pad. That works out so much better.
Oh, that's right. Was this game the first one to use the DualShock, or was this the?
No, they just made it DualShock capable because they're
Well,
like
I mean,
that's
in
kind
the
of
originals.
No, again, they didn't have analog controls for this.
It wasn't until the third one, right?
No, they didn't have analog controls for this. Period.
No, the third one had it. I know for a fact that the third one had analog.
No, you're a
controls.
liar. You're a bloody liar.
I mean,
This stupid thing.
that is up for interpretation.
It's not.
Well,
That
I
was
am
weird.
not finding any skateboard images. I'm upset.
Stupid guy. There we go.
There's something kind of wonderful about it.
Dang it! I was like you and press the spin. God dang it.
What is up?
I just really hate these enemies. They're just really awful.
Skateboard is a candidate for inclusion in Unicode 11.0, scheduled for release in 2018, and was added to Draft Emoji 6.0 in 2017.
Draft emoji?
Like, I
Beg pardon?
don't even understand.
Is this the emoji movie? How does that keep happening?
Have you seen the movie?
No, I never planned to see it. I don't plan to see it as a joke. I don't plan to see it as like some sort of like unironic thing.
I'm talking about pirating it. I'm not talking about supporting it.
No, in general, never. Like, do you know how much I don't see movies? Just in general, I don't watch movies.
I don't know how much.
There's only one movie that I want to watch in particular, and that's Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and I still haven't seen it.
I finally watched it, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure it's great.
I saw it.
No, I'm sure it's gonna make me cry too. I'm not gonna doubt that one bit. Because the way it is.
Yeah.
But when it comes to these kind of things and whatnot, just I don't like movies. Like I've said this time and time again.
Green things.
I don't like movies. Movies I feel like are largely a waste of time, and there are better stories told in television. Just
You
in
also
general.
grew up with television.
I mean, people also grow up with movies too, so it's not really a thing, you know. Like,
Well,
really.
see, it's the thing for me. It's the exact opposite. I feel like for me, movies are like my what's the word I'm looking for? How you are with TV, I am with movies.
Well, movies are better. Movies are not better than TV. They never will be.
Well, I mean, that's like your opinion, man.
It's not an opinion. It's a fact.
Oh shit!
You cannot tell the same kind of story that you can with a television show. There's far more
With a
depth to
television show?
Yes, with a television show, you could explain a lot more in depth with characters, the way they act, and the way they feel, and tell much more interesting stories than you ever can in a movie.
I guess
That's a simple fact. The only thing that movies have over television is that they have a bigger budget.
Yeah,
and they have
production
a bigger budget because they are built that way. That's the way they're built. That's all it really comes down to. So to say, like, movies are better than television, and I'm not saying that you did say it, I'm just saying this because, like, it needs to be said, is wrong. Just generally wrong. And there are movies that are better than television shows, but that's because they're, like, big outliners. And largely, a lot of movies suck. Just utterly suck. There's very few that are good, and very few that...
They're just, like, mostly predictable.
Yes. And you see...
I guess I could see that,
And you see a lot of movie critics actually talk about, like, how, like, oh, this movie's schlock, this movie is the same thing that we've seen time and time again. And if you watch a lot of movie critics, they'll say the same general things about the majority of movies.
Which is the reason why whenever we end up hanging out, you always want to make sure that we watch TV.
I wouldn't say that.
That was skill.
That was not skill. That was me going things. Yeah.
Okay, that was you being stupid.
That was skill. See that? That's skill. Right there. How is this not getting it?
Because you're dumb.
You're the dumb one.
That is true. But anyway, regardless.
There you go. Got it.
Point being...
Oh god, that was close. That was skill.
Point being...
What?
Your thing with movies!
Oh, I don't remember my point originally.
God damn it.
Movies largely are made at this weird scale of just making money and not being artistic anymore. That's really where it comes down to, and television has the ability to be more artistic and whatnot. I'm not saying movies don't have that ability like forever and ever, and that there are no movies that do it anymore, but that's just largely the way this goes now. By the way, this is the hardest part of the entire game as far as I'm concerned. Because I still don't know how to get past this part. Not that part. This part. Like, look at this. You need to look at the actual thing.
Oh,
Stop
what is the thing? What
texting.
you doing?
So not this part right here. Get past that part.
Holy shit!
This part right here.
So you have to, like, tap it or, like, jump over it?
See what I mean? Like either you tap it and you die, or you just jump over the entire thing. Which I'm still not right. Like, I don't know. I usually get an Ooga Booga before I'm able to do it. So I don't know what to do with this. Can't keep your eyes on TV or movies for a long time because you can't sit for a long time. Oh, that's fine too. I get why people do that too. That's kind of the problem with a lot of movies in general, I feel, is that they just... What stories can you really tell within 3 hours? Like, think about that for a second. Because, like, largely you're looking at horror movies that work with a 3-hour span, and that's kind of it. Everything else would be a big outliner.
Yeah. I guess I can see your plight. I mean, it makes sense.
Alright, good. We're almost out of the picture here. Stop that.
Are we out of the woods almost?
God dang it. Well, I was.
Right in front of a checkpoint.
Right in front of your salad.
Right in front of my salad.
I saw the actual video, I was like, oh my god! They did it right in front of her salad!
Oh my god. Also, my sinuses are all sorts of fucked up, so I do apologize if I sound like I'm stupid.
Why are your sinuses bad?
I don't know.
Usually it's because, like, change of weather and whatnot for people.
Well, I mean, the seasons are changing. It's almost autumn.
And you know what that means? Terrible, terrible holiday. That's bad.
Thanksgiving?
No. That's an okay holiday.
That is
is
not.
meh.
Were you ever hugged as a child?
Most definitely. Hug more than you.
Shit.
Yeah,
bitch.
get that in there. Who got hugged all the time?
Damn.
This person right here. What you get hugged once a day? Psh, twice a day, 3 times a day if I felt like it.
Man, Lost, why does your mom let you have 2 hugs?
Oh, my mom doesn't hug me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the actual factual fact. She doesn't like hugs. Yeah. There we go. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty of it.
But all I heard was you being gay.
Well, I could do. What? I killed him that way?
With 1 hit?
Oh my god, the thing jumped as soon as I jumped.
Uh-huh. That's a thing that nitrous boxes do.
And I hate them so much because they do it like 1/10 of the time. Like, it's not constant. It's not a constant thing that happens. Sometimes they jump pretty high, sometimes they don't jump at all. And it's the stupidest thing. There we go. Ooh, that was close. Who da, who da?
Oh my god.
Who da, who da? Alright, cool, we got to the checkpoint. That's pretty much the hardest checkpoint to get to. It's that little small thing.
Which I guess makes sense.
Alright, cool. Ah! What happened there? What happened there? Stop pointing and laughing at me! I can't believe this. This is bad. You want to talk about something in particular, considering that you're just looking on your phone?
Right now, I am currently looking through... Let's talk about how bad you are. Just like how I am bad at this, too.
I mean, I'm bad in an entirely different way that's, like, cool, and you're just bad.
Oh, you're like Michael Jackson bad?
Oh, no. Michael Jackson's just a terrible person. Can we talk about that for a second? So offended, I knew that would get you.
Oh.
First of all, makes terrible music for Sonic. Just the absolute worst music possible. Look at me like you're heartbroken in 2. Do you want to talk about how much you like MJ?
Michael Jackson's my favorite performer of all time.
Why is that?
Because he was there for me when no one else was. Michael Jackson is like my literal favorite performer of all time.
Oh god, that was close. Why is that though? Because you just said he was there for me when no one else is. That makes no sense to me.
His ability to feel the music and just not give a care about what other people think was something that I always appreciated and really respected about him. He didn't care about what other people thought, and I was always like, God damn, I wish I was like that. I wish I could do that.
You honestly cared about what other people think?
When I was a kid? Yeah.
I'm always confused about that.
That was how my parents raised me.
That's really stupid.
Isn't it?
I always hated that kind of like gimmick and whatnot. Just people going like, oh, you know, yeah, I gotta care what people think about you and how you look and all this and that. It's kind of like, what? What? Don't you care about yourself or something? Self-care and all that jazz?
That was something I had to learn.
I mean, technically speaking, the whole generation had to learn that.
Our whole generation, eh?
Yes. Technically speaking, I'm part of the millennials.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it that way. I did it! I actually factually did it! Wow!
I didn't see you do it again.
No. Because I'm pretty sure I glitched it because I was standing on a thing. And I probably should have been standing on that. Get faster. There we go. I'm not wait for that.
So this is, I'm guessing this is like somewhat one of the harder crashes.
This, I mean, technically speaking, there's like only 3 crashes really. This is definitely a hard crash level, but I want to say it's the hardest one. The other one that you did is the hardest one. Come on, hurry up. And we're at the end. We're at the end bit.
Oh, we are?
Yep. Finally.
Whoa!
Yeah, see? That's what your lost card gets you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lost Card!
Who is this person called Love and Hugs? I never heard of her. Well, I never heard of her either. I've heard of him.
Well,
my dad was the one that hugged me a lot.
Love and Hugs, that's what you get whenever you listen to Michael Jackson.
MJ didn't do anything for me. For one, I asked him just real quick, can I borrow $1 million? And he gets all uppity about it. Like, what are you doing with $1 million?
What are you doing in my house?
And how did you get here? How did you get past security? Just questions, tons of questions. You don't need these questions thrown on you. It's just really rude. Really rude. I get it.
My plan is nearly complete, and I have you, Crash Bandicoot, to thank for it. Engine, what's happening? What's that? Is she stealing our signal?
Crash, Cortex isn't gonna use the crystals to contain the planet's energy.
What?
He's gonna harness the force and use it to power the super Cortex vortex he's built on his space station.
Oh no!
Tell me more, Jimmy!
He'll cover the entire world.
Oh,
Everyone in the Cortex's
You got a
mind
blast?
is slaves. Crash, don't
Got a blast, girl?
those crystals.
Engine, you fool! She's telling him everything!
I like how this is supposed to be like a big reveal.
Yeah.
We're back now. Pardon the interruption.
I think the idea was that we always knew. Like,
Yeah.
that's part of the joke.
I honestly feel like Crash also knew too. Like, he doesn't say anything.
Just didn't care.
Yeah. So this is the final boss. The final boss. I really hope you don't have to struggle this much for it.
I mean, I hear from many people that it's not that difficult. So, let's give it a go.
So now you gotta use your jetpack to hit him in the face.
Yeah.
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 Dr. Neo Cortex.
Dr. Neo Cortex.
I love how he said. So
have you ever
if
watched any movies with Peter Lorre in it?
No.
Because that's what the voice is based off of. Like, that every single voice you hear like that, like friggin' Ren from Ren and Stimpy. Yeah.
I hated Ren and Stimpy, in all honesty.
Really?
Yes, I did. When I was like a kid, I found it too vulgar. And I know that was kind of the appeal, but I don't like it. I don't like that kind of stuff. I really don't like vulgar and just kind of like gross out humor and all that such. I do have to say the log commercial was hilarious though.
I will also
It's a log.
What about Powder Toast Man?
I don't know what that one. Oh, I don't like that guy.
What about... Whoa!
You just have to get up to him. See, he waits for you.
Oh, thanks, Cortex.
It's really nice with that, like that. Just get it one more time. That was it. That was the whole fight, and
Oh,
you
cool, I got
get
speed shoes out of it.
Yeah. That you don't get speed shoes in the original.
Yeah. I've watched the reviews, don't you worry.
Hey,
we
Jeff
did
Wolf.
it.
Nice to see you here. We actually just beat Crash Bandicoot 2. Plattie's first time beating Crash Bandicoot 2.
Plattie's first time playing Crash Bandicoot 2.
Ooh.
It was a tough one. I will say it was almost as if it was
Cortex? And what about the Cortex vortex?
The Dark Souls of gaming.
All up there.
Really?
I'd say so.
So, what were your general thoughts about this game then?
Fun. It was fun. I will not place it above 3 though.
I do, and I still do.
And that is okay.
And I actually found out the reason why I placed it over above 3. Despite the fact that World 4 is pretty much garbage, it has far more secrets to it.
See, that's the thing though. I feel like with Warped, the secrets are a little bit more like you have a little bit more of a chance to be able to actually get to them. Whereas in this one, you have to know all of like the teeniest, tiniest little secrets.
Not
You
really.
know, and some of them they don't even hint at all.
No, they hint at it in this game. At this game, they hint at it.
It
In the
doesn't seem
original, they didn't, because you don't look at the loading screens. The loading screens have hints, and you can look at those hints and do that. But like largely, a lot of it is just like you were able to find those secrets. If you found those secrets, you were the king of the playground. You were just awesome in general. And that's the coolest thing about it. When in comparison to Crash 3, it was just like, get the relics. And the relics are a fun bit, but just having them a part of the gameplay to complete it just kind of ruined it for me. Because it's just like, oh, you just gotta get 5 relics, you just gotta get 25 relics.
I guess it was also because when I was younger, I liked the idea of like me going fast being rewarded. Because like Sonic kind of like kept up with that mentality.
They could have rewarded it with a different thing, is what I'm saying here.
I guess
and they
I
could have been better with that.
But it still resonated with me. So I guess my only thing is like, I liked this most definitely. I did definitely like Crash 2. That Mario cameo was definitely like out of left field. Did not expect that.
It's supposed to look like Mario because he has a hammer. That's all it is.
Hammer, blue overalls, red hat and shirt, and gloves and brown shoes. But you know it's fine.
But I think,
and a mustache.
But saying this is one of the hardest Crash Bandicoots.
I'm not saying it's the hardest. It is a tough one.
One of the hardest.
It is. I will say this. Warped is still easier than this.
Oh, Warped is generally easy in general. Like
it's very beginner friendly.
There's a reason why a lot of people played Warped first as like the first game.
Mine was. I literally had no choice in the matter. My parents were only able to afford one. Because I don't know if y'all knew this. But back in the 90s, video games cost a lot more than they do now.
It's not true.
They did.
No, it's not true, dude. It's not true. I was there. They did not cost more.
Bill Cosby worked on this.
I'm gonna... Bill Cosby. For the most part, games have, generally speaking, been placed at the same value point throughout the ages. Like, pretty much after SNES, it stayed exactly the same.
You know what didn't fucking... I think, you know what I was mixing it up? I was mixing it up with Ego Raptor mentioning how expensive NES games were. I remember looking at like that catalog that he was looking at, and I looked it up after. I was like, they couldn't have been that expensive. Fucking hell!
Yeah, NES games and SNES games were expensive, but to be fair, it was at this point in time where they were all over the place when pricing.
Because they didn't know how to.
It wasn't just that. It was more so the fact that it wasn't mainstream. It was more of a niche thing, and in general, they didn't have the market that they did after the SNES. After the SNES, it became a regulation of prices just throughout the whole entire time.
AAA games are $60. Lesser games are $50. Bottom of the barrel games are like $30.
It's not exactly correct, but it's good enough for now. Like, honestly.
Most of this music is not from 2.
Yeah, they just had general credits. That's all they did.
Oh.
As for the most part, though, when it comes to game pricing and whatnot, like games are still expensive. Like they've always been expensive. Like saying $60 isn't expensive now is a lie, obviously. And a lot of people don't spend money on a bunch of games like right off the bat. That's why you see a lot of AAA games going down to $40 prices within 4 months. Trust me, this is a thing. I've researched it. I've seen it happen numerous times. AAA games don't ever buy in the beginning. Buy when it's $40. That's why.
Yes.
That's why games like Sonic Mania are actually important, because they're showing that there's a different price range that you can go to, and people will buy your game more likely.
Yeah, $20.
Yeah, $20.
That is a good price for the amount of quality that game is. That game. Here's the thing about. I've been waiting for this. Sonic Mania. It feels finished. And I will say that to hell and back. There are games that I play that do not feel finished.
Like Crash 2?
Actually, believe it or not, if there's one thing I will say about the Insane trilogy, it doesn't have the same amount of polish as the originals.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about there's a way I don't know, maybe it's the way the physics are in comparison to how they were before. Maybe I'm just a huge stickler for that sort of thing. I don't know. What I do know is... Not this one. I wouldn't say this one. Maybe... The PS2 Crash. Wrath of Cortex.
Yeah, about that. What about that?
That one did not feel finished. A lot of games nowadays as well do not really feel like they're inherently finished.
Like Cell Damage?
I'm talking about games today.
Like Cell Damage?
God damn it. Games like The Wonderful 101 feel finished. Games like Monster Hunter feel finished. Games like Donkey Kong Country Chocobo Freeze, they feel finished. But games like, I don't know, for some reason, as much as I loved it, Infamous did not feel finished. It did not feel like it had polish.
Infamous felt finished to me. The problem with Infamous, though, is that largely it's stuck on the idea of just, hey, you know, we're going to have, like, 2 choices for you. We're not going to do much except for, like, just different things for, like, a little bit. So if you're talking about that regard, then, yeah, that's their fault, honestly.
I don't know. It's more so, I feel like, when I played Sonic Mania, I felt like it was a game that actually was, like, carefully crafted, and every single little thing was, like, put in place.
In comparison to something like Azura's Wrath, where you have to buy the ending.
Maybe finished isn't the word. I think it's just, there's an overall polish to it, and it felt like...
Well, what is your polish, then?
My polish, it feels... Perfect example. It's like eating a hearty burger and then eating a small sandwich.
What the hell is a hearty burger?
A hearty burger is like a burger that makes you feel full after you eat it. Makes you feel good after you eat it.
So you feel like you're done with the game, essentially.
Yes, you feel like you've actually accomplished something. Like you've actually worked towards a goal.
Like Sonic 06. You feel finished as soon as you get done with that final true story of the ending. And you're like, well, Lisa totally kissed Sonic. I get this. I don't need anything else. That makes sense. We should play Sonic 06.
You know what? Tune in for the next transmission. We'll be playing Sonic 06. Next transmission, we are playing Sonic 06. It is confirmed. Double confirmed.
Well, hold on. We're still not done with the credits here. We gotta watch the rest of the credits. All these lovely people worked on this.
It is true. You know what?
Envision did a great job.
If there is one thing I will definitely say, always stay behind for credits. No matter what it is, for a movie or for a game.
Even a play.
Sure. You're really busting my chops today, aren't ya?
I wouldn't call it busting, more so razzing you.
I know, and it's kind of wonderful. Anyway,
this is what you have
as
to do.
I was saying,
the Dark Souls of gaming, right?
Stay behind for credits for movies, games, TV, anything. Please pay respects to the people that took their time to make something to entertain you. Because they easily could not have. They easily could have done anything else with their day, but they chose to do something to try to entertain you.
Like Ryan S. didn't have to do Cold Hard Crash, but he did. And he got the final number on that one.
All I'm saying is pay your respects to the people who make things for you to have fun. Because it's, it's important.
Unless it's Michael Jackson, right? I'm bad.
You really are.
You know I don't really care either way about Michael Jackson, right?
I know.
So there it is, everybody. We actually beat Crash 2.
Alright.
That was the bit. But are we going to get all the gems?
Ooh, nope. Fuck that. We're playing Sonic 06 next. So tune in for next stream of Transmission.
Same transmission time?
Same transmission channel. Only on.
Thank you for watching. Discovery Channel?
Hey gamers, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe.
God dang it, I couldn't get it in time. Stupid ass. We're not turning to that.